Hello and welcome back to another episode of SDS. We're back with another PR Roundup. We're going to talk about some interesting games. And with those interesting games, we have some interesting characters on the table. Opposite me, I'm not looking forward to panning the camera that way. So we're just going to stick with the person next to me first. But before I introduce him, if you want to check us out on audio version, check us out on Spotify and iTunes. If you want to check us out on visuals, our YouTube is SDS. Star player, how are you today? You're our first guest. You're next to me. Haven't seen you in a minute.
Been a while. I'm surprised you brought me on today.
No,
out of all games, you want to bring me on.
You keep it ducking. The comments say you'll keep ducking us, bro. We keep inviting you, but you keep ducking.
I didn't get a call up, but now I got the call up. So
The guys is lying.
Huh?
Okay. Opposite us, we got Fuad. How are you today, Fuad?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what I hate?
Fantastic.
No, I'll be real. Let me start off. This here.
No, we can't.
This brother here.
Yeah.
He's got the biggest grin on his face, like his team didn't get ragged out 2-1 at Villa Park.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
You know what time of the season we're in?
What?
What?
We're in the jihadist mode of the season. I'm going down, and you're coming with me. We're all going, my brother. Listen, any Spurs fan knows where we've been all season. Yeah. We're just here to laugh at your pain.
And one next to him that really wants to laugh at our pain, and he's just smiling the whole time.
The haters.
It's Liban. Liban, I got a Twitter DM.
One sec.
What's that? What you got? Another prop?
He thinks he drink shots.
Drink some tears, man. My brother. Some Arsenal tears.
I don't remember crying this day. Were you crying this day? I was
You know that is. That's
A bit salty. It's a bit too salty for me, but
that one. You know the way
it's
he's
a bit too salty, but I like it.
You know
He's backed it.
That's Emirates.
He's backed it. Oh. How that taste?
That's the Emirates bullshit.
Fantastic. I'm ready today. Fantastic. Hey,
today, if you guys don't know, the first game we're going to start with
I've been sitting
star
here
player.
since yesterday. Hey, I've been sitting here since yesterday.
Prepared for yesterday, today.
I've been sitting here since.
That's what it is.
I haven't moved.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah,
sitting here
excited.
in this
But
spot.
listen, let me see the scoreline for you first, because I know that gives you a grin. The first game we're going to talk about is Arsenal 0, Brighton 3. Yeah, you nearly choked on that one there.
I nearly choked.
You choked, yeah. That's the end. Pretty much the end.
Oh no! Whoa!
That's the end of the title race.
So hold on a second.
Guys, we covered all we can. The next game we're going to talk about Aston Villa 2, Spurs 1.
Whoa! Hey, listen, remember your substitute teacher? Remember that, yeah? Your substitute teacher, yeah? Remember that, yeah? We're not playing.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
man.
Thank you very much.
You getting up there?
I think I had probably the best birthday gift I could ask for.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
What else?
Also from within the league.
That's fine, man. That happens.
Do you know what I mean?
Happens, bro.
I don't need a PlayStation.
Does it happen?
I got
I
that.
know what happened. What was it?
I don't need an iPhone.
8 years ago with this guy.
I got that.
Worst birthday gift.
That's true. You had the worst birthday gift of all time.
Yeah, I do. But this
Guys, if
year,
you didn't know, the Aguero winning goal was on Liban's birthday.
that's only that's like 11 years ago now. Who cares about that?
Yeah, you were like,
You know what I mean?
you was like 21 then.
These are some
weak deflection
Listen. Stop deflecting. Stop the deflection.
I'm not deflecting.
Saying happy
deflections,
birthday,
yeah.
my brother.
Yeah.
Don't want to
Yes.
bet out his age, but
Yes. But there's something
brother.
more important than my birthday.
No, there's nothing more important than your birthday.
Way more important.
you know
way
someone
more
got onto me
important.
today.
What?
He said, brother, you're 30. You stupid NPC. Stop talking football.
Who said
I
that?
was like,
Who said that?
some random guy on Twitter. My heart went.
It's scary. It's
One
scary.
night, bro, I got scared. I was like, what's going on? I said, why are you calling me this? I haven't done nothing.
All right, what do you want to talk about then? Let's talk about this game star player.
Yeah,
I want to talk about how
Yes.
I was right. And I deserve apologies from star player.
Yep.
I deserve an apology from Hasib.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on my one from Sharky.
You know, every time we lose, Sharky's ducked the pod.
Sharky's so upset he flew to Australia.
It's actually
bad.
spooky how he's ducked this.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's actually
It's crazy.
I'm taking all this.
You know the stories
Rightly
where...
so.
You know that one there? You be trying to hide behind the camera. Come set front sometimes. you know, remember Sharky's favourite line? What's that? You know those stories where that last minute goal against Aston Villa.
The Jorginho finish.
That little goal again with Nelson in the back of the net, 96 penalty.
That was a good impression of him, to be fair. He does sound like that.
You're a Scrooge. You're a Scrooge.
With his little primo.
No, shit primo baby, man. Shit primo brand, man. Primo, how about that one? Primo, how about that one? Primo, yeah? Primo. Yeah? I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about Primo right now.
He got a deeper one.
Yeah, Bud Primo. Bud Shark Nation. Okay, Baker squad as well. The whole team. Everyone's going down. Everyone's going down. And listen, everyone's going, even by affiliation. Man. Who else can get? Faisal as well, man. Faisal as well, man.
Yeah,
I know
Faisal got the order problems.
Faisal did nothing. Faisal did nothing. He did nothing but
What
Faisal.
about the guy sitting behind the camera?
Oh, him.
Who?
Lias.
Messel.
No, Lias.
Oh, no, let's another guy.
But he said champions elect. He said
Friendly fire, you just tried there. You tried it. I forgive it. I forgive
champions
Lias.
elect.
Do you know why?
He's a champions elect.
Do you know why I forgive him?
Why?
He got Koalas. You know what I mean? He's not from London. You get it? Like he's not really from here.
Koalas means confused, by the way.
Where's he from? Where's he from?
Somewhere in Brooklyn. I don't know where. Somewhere in Brooklyn. Somewhere on those sides, isn't
Where
it?
you, man, was supposed to put your arm around him and educate him.
Yeah, you lot were supposed to educate him and tell him about the culture here. Tell him about the history between Arsenal and Man United. We don't ride for you guys. We don't ride for you guys.
Man, I'm lying.
And
Talking about we got
all
great
season I
stuff.
was telling you guys, you're gonna fumble it.
Yeah.
This is your heritage.
All
This is your
season,
club.
all season you said Spurs are going to win the league.
I didn't say all
True.
season. I didn't say
That's
all
true.
season. I didn't say all
I
season.
beg you. You're the editor. You don't put that bit in.
Yeah, I'm going to put that little part. The black and white.
You're right. My prediction was.
You thought your team's going to win the league?
My prediction was.
Esau,
Hold on.
Emerson Royale, Oliver Skip.
Hold on.
That's my club.
Listen.
We're going to go to the top.
Listen. I'll tell you why I put Tottenham first.
Go on, let me hear
It all
it.
comes back to the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't like Arsenal. I hear it. That's what it is. I don't care.
Just on the
I
hating
ain't
vibes.
supposed to predict that your rival's gonna win the title before you. But it's okay. Man City done us a favor anyway. But let's actually talk about the football because I actually want to talk about the game. The actual.
Yeah, I think we should talk
Before
about the game.
we start,
Brighton, but
before we
give
start
Brighton the
that,
flowers
yeah.
as well. Go on.
Are you happy to see Man City win the treble?
What treble?
Well,
Yeah, you know what it is, bro.
Okay. How about let me ask you a different question. Are you happy to see Man City do a three-peat?
I couldn't care less. I'll be honest. Let me tell you what.
Do you know
I would rather
these guys keep saying
no,
little
no,
bros,
no,
little bros.
No,
They're not little bros.
No, hear me out. Let me land. Let me tell you why.
Yeah, he's on crutch today.
Float.
No, let me tell you why.
I don't want to land.
I've seen my team. Listen.
I
I've seen my team do the three-peat
Yes.
with a Champions League.
Yep.
I've
You know
seen
when
my
that
team.
was?
I've seen my team
Black and
win.
white TVs.
Hold on.
Black and white
My
TVs.
club has done that twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, you know,
Hold on,
you
my
know,
club has done that
you know.
twice.
Shit, talk your
Yeah.
Champions League
We
was
almost
an ITV
listen. Hold
one back
on.
then.
Hold on.
Champions League was an ITV one back then.
Listen. Let me land.
Let 'em float.
I've seen my team. So I've seen my team win a treble. Yeah.
I
I've
respect
seen
that.
that. I'm not sorry, not treble. I've seen my team do a three-peat.
And the treble.
I didn't see it, but I saw them do a three-peat.
Oh, wait,
no, we didn't do a treble.
no.
So
They didn't get
no,
it.
we didn't.
Nine.
We didn't.
Okay.
So I've seen my team do a three-peat. I've seen them win the Champions League. I also know that my club have already done a three-peat with a Champions League and a treble. So, and we almost won 7 titles in a row. If it wasn't for the Man City season where we lost out on goal difference and the Chelsea season where we lost out on a point, we would have won 7 in a row. Man City, even if they win this three-peat, they do this three-peat, they still got a long way to go before they catch up with Man United.
Oh, so we're doing history
Our
now.
heritage, yeah, it's too... Right now, they need probably another 15 years of what they're doing right now
we're doing
before
it.
they can catch
What?
up.
So
Yes.
they need about me being Lidge.
How-
I think they got 2-3.
How? Explain how they got 2-3.
I'm not to say Man United overtook them, but I'm saying like where I can look at them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
no,
competing
because
now.
at the moment in time-
One thing to
No,
look
no,
at.
no,
It's
no,
not
no,
one thing to
no,
actually
at the moment in
No.
time, let's be real.
Yeah.
At the moment in time, as a Man United fan,
Yeah.
as you are, Lee, man, you don't really look at me. Like I said, little brother, don't really bat an eye. Like I'm more focused on, not more focused, but like Liverpool's bigger rivalry. Like in your case, Arsenal's a bigger rivalry, which rightly so, because I think you've only been like 2 title races with Man City, right? The early 2. I think you won it.
The
and then they
Aguero
won
one
it.
and the
Aguero,
yeah,
but like
the-
2
No, but it's not been about that though.
So
I'm
when
talking
is
about-
so
I'm
when
talking
are
about-
they when is it when you're gonna look at him and go, you know what? Shit,
He said 10, 15 years.
when they could potentially overtake us in terms of titles. Right now, we're still the
does it
biggest.
have to be over
But-
taken though?
Yes,
But that's
of
it.
course
But
does.
they haven't.
But of course, bro.
For me, it has to be.
Has to be.
Okay,
We've won. Look, we've won 20 titles, right?
Yeah.
20 titles. Man City on what 6, 7?
Yeah.
They're on
So
6,
they have a
7.
historical
They
advantage. That's what it's
historically
about.
they still got a lot of catch up to do.
But wait. The last time you guys won the league, Man City are On six
Six
Premier
before.
Leagues.
I know this.
Six
It's
and
my
four.
point.
So they're not little bros anymore.
No, they're not little-
They're not quite
that's
little.
what-
They're not
that's
quite
what
little
I'm
bro
saying.
now.
Look, I think
They're matching you.
I'm trying to distract you.
I know this. I know.
Nah, we bowled it. We are fair. We bowled
I'm
it.
gonna get to it. Listen,
Yeah,
hear what
we'll
I'm
do,
saying.
yeah.
In terms of look, I know that in the last decade they've definitely been a better team. They've probably
Been the
have
best
been
team.
the
They've
10
been the
in the
best
last
team
10
in
years.
the world.
They've been the
England.
best team in the league. They've been the best team in Manchester. Like that's without question. You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say to you, like in terms of their history, they still got a
No,
lot.
I
of catch
100% with that.
Most of the history is quite relatively new. A lot
has
of
to
their,
be, bro.
it's a
Their
lot of it
legends
has
are now,
happened in the
bro.
last 10 years. So what I'm saying to you is like they still got a lot of. They still need to win a lot of titles before they can really and truly overtake Man United. A bit like what we did to Liverpool. When Fergie came, we had a lot of catching up to do with Liverpool.
Facts.
And in the 26 years, he managed to do that. It's going to be the same with
That was
City.
how Fergie got his legacy.
The legacy.
Was
That's what I'm saying. Overtaking
that legacy.
Liverpool. He literally overtook Liverpool.
What was Fergie's legacy? And not in a rude way. Not in a rude way.
What?
What was
Yeah.
it? Was it 13 titles, right?
13
13
titles,
13
2 Champions
titles.
League.
Champions Leagues,
Leagues,
innit?
And bear in mind, in that
I forget,
time,
and the FA Cups and the
yeah, but in that time,
I don't really want to.
yeah, but I'm
I
saying,
respect it.
in that time though,
won't put
Looking at the majors.
but you have
So
to
what
look
if?
at,
So
yeah,
what if
go
now
on.
Man City? Because realistically speaking,
Yeah,
here, guys,
yeah,
a lot of people watched supporting Man United, Alex Ferguson era,
yeah,
92 onwards, Premier League
Yeah.
era, more or less. And
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not really looking at it going from
of course, yeah.
prior to that. So
Okay.
13 to 6, 7. So when is it? Is it like they have to win 8 Prems, 1 champs to
be
be
bigger
high
than-
level?
bro, it's not-
I'm not saying that.
no,
Big,
it's
I'm not
not-
saying
no,
bigger level.
no,
I don't want
I-
to, bigger
yeah.
levels like you said 15 years. I'm saying
Actually,
man
so
has
you
to
can
look
see
at
them.
you
So they're not
as
little
a-
bros
But
anymore.
that's the
Not
thing,
as
though.
little bros.
What you're trying to say is basically to compete with Man United. Is that what you're saying? Because they're already competing with Man United.
No, they're clear of you guys at the moment. We are
Yeah.
they're clear of everyone.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but you always have that look of.
I'm talking about
But I know-
weight of the club. The weight of Manchester
I don't
United
think-
and the
I
weight
really-
of Manchester
I don't
City.
think-
Man United is still too
know what?
too
I don't
big
think-
of a club
I don't
in
think Man
comparison
City
to
will
Man.
ever reach that weight.
They can.
You know what
They
that is?
can.
They
That
can.
comes-
I think they
that
will.
comes
Yeah.
with longevity, though.
That's what I'm saying
100%.
to you.
Like
That's what I
United
meant. Yeah.
having the Busby babes, United then coming back in the 80s, the 90s, the thousands, the tens, and now obviously the last 10 years they've fallen off. But City need to have like a stretch of 30 years where they're
That's
kind of relevant
to
like
really-
that. if
to
you like.
really,
and then
really
within
implement
that,
themselves. Yeah.
collecting the 18 titles, collecting the 2 Champions League, and it's not impossible that they can.
That's what I'm saying, it's not
With
impossible.
Pep
I'm not
as
denying
well,
that. Yeah.
they could probably smash that within the next 6-7 years.
Yeah,
you know
true.
what I mean?
It's true.
Like,
Yeah.
so it's not impossible, but it's not there yet. For sure.
That's of course. That's what I'm saying. And that just goes back to my point. But stop trying to deflect and let's get
no,
back
no,
on the
no,
topic
no, let's get back to
of
the
Brighton
topic.
and
So
Arsenal.
Villa versus Spurs, yeah, this is an interesting game to talk about. Okay, listen. Okay, we'll talk about your game. We'll
How
talk about
about
Arsenal.
you know
bro.
what's fair? And this is how I look at it.
Go on, you look at it. You're from
Me
Arsenal
and
perspective.
you
Yes.
speak about the Brighton Arsenal game since we're Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
And then we'll move to the next game and then you can speak about Spurs.
Nah, but that's what we do. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Sure?
That's what we do.
Oh,
We
if
don't-
not, I don't mind. Fuad can talk on Arsenal Brighton game.
Okay, go on.
He has to sit quiet.
Why do I have to stay quiet?
You turn around as well. You
How do I
got to face
take
that
that?
wall.
You got you know what it is? You got a lot of confidence.
I want to hear the Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly.
I
What's
want to
this?
hear the
We got
the
absolutely
Arsenal
dominated.
fans.
We got
it
dominated.
was-
We got dominated by Brighton.
De Zerbi went in there, went
Yep.
into Arteta's change room, went into his office, sat down on his seat, told him to sit where the normal people sit. So you're an idiot. I was school you today.
Yeah, yeah.
And wallah, that's what
And
he
then
did.
he said after we beat them 5-2 at their ground, they said you're gonna see the real Brighton when we play them.
And
at
I
Emirates."
respect that.
And he
And
saw the
wallah,
real
they
Brighton.
did. They dogged us.
They
This is-
demolished us.
This is really sad what
This
Arsenal
is sad,
fans
man.
have
Look
become.
at
You know.
look at
What?
them.
We're
I
giving
mean,
the
for-
team
for-
credit.
Look at them.
Wait. For 8 months of the season, they walked around with chest
doing?
highs, chin
Talking
high.
about what
And
are you gonna
now
wear
you're
to the
talking-
parade?
You're talking about the Zerbi walked into your gaffer's changing room
I
and
never said
scored
that.
it.
He said that.
No. That's a you lot just called.
As the game finished,
Yeah.
as the game finished, slapped the back of his head, went into his locker room. That's what he basically
That's your
did, bro.
gaffer that you've been raving about all season.
So he got his ass handed to him, man.
But he's
I can't
one of
lie.
the best managers of the season. But listen, Brighton had demolished us that day. What more can you say?
It was literally.
How
It
did
was
they
literally.
demolish you?
First off, I felt
we were told that we needed Kivior to start while Saliba was out. We shouldn't have stuck with Holding as much. I saw Kivior start and I saw his knickers get turned inside out.
Don't
I
forget
saw
Jorginho.
Benjamin White.
Jorginho.
Oh, Partey, he's out of form. Can we have Jorginho? Jorginho started. He got his knickers turned inside out. Trossard against this former team. Come and do something. He said, here you go. Here's one for you.
bold under pressure.
Yep, and what does that go back to? That goes back to the point I've been making all since before the World Cup. I was telling you guys when the going gets tough. What's that line, Lias? Come on, I need to hear it again.
Go on.
I need to hear it one more
Go
time.
on, Braden.
What was that line again? When the going gets tough.
It's tough when it's crunch games, when games are on the line, titles on the line. Arsenal will always let you down. Until they prove you otherwise.
and you've shown it again this season in the crunch games, in the games where there's high pressure, high stakes. Like it's so lazy for them. You know why? Because I feel like people wanna pick a moment, or they wanna pick a certain thing and wanna place it on that and say that's the reason why
whether it's a Saliba injury or whether it's, I don't know, we got
Also excuses, that's what you mean.
Yeah. And I think I think yes, it did definitely play a factor. Yes, of course, you lost a big influence or a big player.
I think it was more important that we lost Tomiyasu that game as well. It was both Tomiyasu and Anthony.
Yeah, whatever.
Because Tomiyasu could have filled in. Ben White would have gone centre back. Tomiyasu would have gone
regardless,
right back.
my point is that I think it would be very lazy to just put that just on the injuries. I think the big players, the Odegaards, the Sakas, the Jesus, Parties, I think they didn't really play well.
Not even just
They didn't really deliver. When they mattered most, they didn't deliver, bro.
Saka, one goal in the last 7 games now. Odegaard, completely missing in these important games now. Ben White, completely, arse fell out. Ramsdale, the one who people have been raving about all season.
Should be England's number 1.
Gabriel, who people have been saying
the
best centre-back in the world. Bozo Gene has been showing. So all of these guys who've been getting crowned all of this season, when it's actually time to turn up, they haven't turned up. The same thing happened last year. Last year it was like, it was top 4, we didn't really bottle. Yeah. This year, all right, cool, you lot are accepting, you've bottled or whatever. But it's like, what are you guys learning from this?
No,
Arsenal fans admit Jesus and Zinchenko all
season
season were getting lauded as like, yo, we've got winners to come in.
They were role players.
Now you see why City were able to offload them. Now you see why Jesus, why he was a side piece getting dashed on the wings. Now you see why Zinchenko was coming off bench.
Yeah.
That team huddle shit is cute. It looks nice. Ain't getting nowhere with it. Now Arsenal fans are looking
at it. So it didn't get Champions League football? It didn't get Champions League football?
What does Champions League football mean for you? You qualify for that competition.
No. The last time we got Champions League football,
don't flip it now. Listen,
I'm not doing this. You qualified for that competition 22 years and got to the same amount of finals as we have. Don't give me that. You getting back there next season, what does that mean? Does that mean you're going to get Champions League? Are you going to compete for it?
Potentially can. You can't predict that.
I love this because Arsenal fans midweek, some of them were talking about, after City, after Madrid,
it's them.
They're already top 5. So you lot went from all of this talk this season to now, we bottled it. The Zerbi schooled us.
That's how you're moving, though.
You don't want to act like big boys one day. You don't want to act like
he did. He basically put the nail in the coffin. I said to myself, after Southampton
3-3.
I knew from then,
we
was dead. Like my emotion into Arsenal has not been much into it because title's done. You know how City are 15 games unbeaten run.
No, but
I thought to myself,
but this is what jars me. That's what jars me about.
Why?
It's when you say that's how City are. I warned you about this earlier, and I told you the reasons why. I told you when it gets to crunch time, you guys don't have the depth and the experience that City have, and that's what's going to prove the difference. You see how now you're saying, like he said, Jesus and Zinchenko, they're winners, but remember they were role players. These men were role players in that winter. They weren't the key players.
I give you that. But for me, it's definitely the one thing you said with depth. I think Arteta played it too. Like he messed up.
Here's the thing, though.
Sport Lisbon was when our season finished.
Yeah, it's not even that. Because I wouldn't even say that. I'll be real. Yeah, I hear obviously Holden came in, did all right, and then obviously everyone's got a person to blame when shit.
Scapegoat. Yeah.
So he became that, and then we saw Kivior come in, had a decent game the first one, and then Newcastle he played well, and then obviously how everyone gave him praise.
Yeah,
like you seen it. Yeah. Kivior's the new guy. Why didn't he play the last? We would have beat Southampton, West Ham. I hear that, but for me, like you said, mentality starts off with Arteta.
Yeah, of course.
Because like you guys said,
the in-game management.
It's okay, cool. Like you've seen it.
Even player management, even managing the players and
100%.
Even managing players.
Saka should have been dropped.
Saka
should have been dropped.
Oh my god! I wouldn't be
ago.
surprised if he'd be sleeping now for 21 hours straight.
Bro,
that guy.
You're not seeing it for the rest of the season.
Oh, that guy. He's tired.
He's tired.
And you know what's annoying?
He can't put on his back anymore.
He is shattered.
He can't do it, man.
He's shattered, bro.
I don't think it's like one thing.
It's a multitude. It's a combination of different things.
Even when you are saying like the squad depth, I'm sorry, when January came, you were in the prime position.
For me, that's Edu.
You were in the lead. City still hadn't figured it out. Haaland was the only thing they had going for them, but everyone's looking at City like, they won't figure it out. Ruben Diaz still hadn't even come back into the team. Yeah. But you lot that January had the opportunity to look at it and say, now's the time to go all in on a title. We can go. You lot went and for a couple of weeks
Caicedo,
after,
we won 8 million.
They were laughing. They were like, Jorginho, Kivior, Trossard, we won this window. And it was like, now you see why people are telling you that isn't enough. Because all of them three started on the weekend. And you got bopped at home.
I'll be real.
That's true. Those are
the January signings you brought in that is meant to fill in the gaps.
100%.
They got schooled.
But for me, though, in terms of it, with Arsenal, what I hate is that for me, that falls onto Edu more than Arteta. Arteta will give him a list.
I want this player.
Handle your business. Well, you only work realistically from May to August, and then that January month.
And we don't know who they were targeting in January.
Even you know what it is? I get this feeling, and I'm obviously like, again, it's gonna be like it's if buts and maybes in it. But I feel like it didn't matter whoever they brought in January. I still feel like they would be in the same situation.
No, but even if
just because you know what it is,
mentality.
I feel like I just feel like this team are just still too young or too inexperienced.
You think it would have come too soon?
Yeah.
I think sometimes there's moments here, like the Leicester season, where we were looking at Leicester and thinking, it's going to fall off. It's going to tail off at some point. Yeah. And teams just start thinking, you know what, we keep going. And I think Arsenal, had they, whether it was a Caicedo, 2 or 3 kind of, Mudryk and a Caicedo, let's say, blockbuster moves that say, now we're actually going for this team.
Yeah.
I think even City themselves look at it a little bit nervous, like, nah, these men are actually serious. The fact that they went Kivior from Spezia, Trossard on a cut price, Jorginho from your rivals.
Do you know why I say that though?
I'll be honest with you, there were a lot of Arsenal fans who were uninspired after that. And then
100%.
a few weeks after, there were a few good results, and it was like, we might have won. The cheapskate thing might have worked. Now, in the hindsight of it, it's not looking
good. You know why that is? Why that is? For me, it's because everything changes when you're winning. When you're winning, the little stuff, like you said, the signings come in, meaty signings, but you're like, we're winning every game regardless. So it holds up, it covers it. But like you said, the moment shit goes thingy, now we're going back.
Now it's easier to look back.
But even
when I hear squad depth, I'm like,
even for me,
that shouldn't be an excuse.
Even for me, if you think about, I see mainly, when you think about the season for Arsenal and the players we've signed, how many of those players was already looking to leave? Zinchenko, Jesus, they're both already
they've
completely
completed
out the door. They're coming from. What do we grab them? Kivior, Bologna was like, or whatever. Spezia was like, I don't mind shot. Trossard fell out with the Zerbi. What happened? They gave us a free ride. Jorginho, man signing Enzo. We don't have squad space. I want you to get out. Where can we send him to? Only maybe one signing out of the lot.
I actually wanted to come with us.
That probably Arsenal wanted to get was Fabio Vieira. You think about it, he didn't even move the needle yet, but he's the only player where we've signed, we're like, okay, cool. No one expected it. I wasn't going, who the F is Fabio Vieira? But the rest is like you said, where other teams personally wanted to get rid of. Maybe not Kivior, because I don't know much about Kivior. But the others, like you said, they're all on the trading block more or less.
And that's what I feel like is giving maybe outside fans the reason to laugh now almost, because we saw those windows. We saw the inexperience within this squad. We saw City for what they've been doing the past 4 out of the last 5 years to Liverpool. And we were like, they're going to click into gear eventually and they're going to spin the block.
April, May.
And that's the thing. And the problem was the overconfidence, the planning of the parades. And now it's like, man are doing parades before
games sending letters. Councils are sending letters.
Council like, yo, we want this route and we want that route. And And now it's like,
Sharky are asking us to do meets and greets at parades.
Listen, like you said, you're misprofiling me and Star Player. Yeah, we don't go into the Sharky bracket, do we?
You advocating.
Were you speaking about parades? Were you speaking about parades?
You advocating.
I didn't speak about parades.
If you didn't negate
I
it,
don't remember as much.
You were advocating for it, don't lie.
I wasn't advocating.
No, you first looking at me going, you know what? I don't really see it with me.
I'm trying to. I know someone's got put it out there on stars. Send it to me.
I might have said
this guy. Don't let him lie to you, bro. This guy was one of those guys that genuinely thought they were going to win the league as well. Don't let him lie to you.
So he had
Why do you think he was going?
So he had belief.
Now we're calling it belief.
Oh, no,
It's not belief.
It's not belief.
So you didn't want us to believe.
So what was it?
So wait a
Okay,
minute.
so let me ask you. Let me
ask.
You said belief. What was your belief based on? Results, right?
Yeah.
What changed in the results that in the second half of the season you couldn't replicate those results?
Injuries. Squad depth was being stretched.
You see, we just spoke about squad depth. You can't use that.
No, I can
Injuries.
use it.
So
I
now
can
we're
use it.
using Saliba as the
I
excuse.
could use it.
Nah, I'm not hearing that.
You
because
see,
Arsenal
but
fans-
you know what's crazy though, yeah?
So
I said
before you start. Okay, this is it. Everyone said, "What's his belief then? What's his belief hype?" Right? Everyone's saying to Arsenal fans throughout November, December, January,
even Arsenal fans.
while we were top, they were saying to
even
us,
Arsenal
guys, why are you moving? Why are you guys not moving more arrogant? You guys are top of the table. You guys should be moving more arrogant. You guys
Lias was
believe-
one of them. Lias used to look at us and go,
You guys are top of the
playing
league.
one of the best football in the world.
Yeah.
And we're literally go, nah, chill.
No, sure. We're telling everyone chill.
Chill,
And now that
So
we
you're
have the
listening
belief,
to
everyone's
rivals.
like, why you guys haven't belief?
You're
You
listening
guys
to
knew you were
rivals.
gonna
I
ball
listened to that brother there.
You know what they say? You big them up to bring them down.
Let me ask you that. Let me ask you
This guy go
that.
for everything.
That devil in my head go, nah, gas him up, man.
Nah, but
Chat to
you know
them.
what it is, yeah?
Am I wrong in saying that?
I think you're partially wrong.
Why am I partially wrong?
Because there was moments where I know you felt like you genuinely won the league.
Even you, in a sense, no, I'm not saying, no, listen. Even you, in terms of those moments where you was losing hope. You still
Nah,
believed it, but it was
I
losing
said-
hope because you was like,
I said-
shit, they're winning 7 weeks
Yeah,
in a
you
row.
were trying to be on the
Fuck
hating
that.
train like these guys, man.
You was like,
You were getting a bit scared. Like, these guys, man,
Every
too.
time you was going,
I
shit,
told-
what's
no,
going on?
no.
We
They're
don't
winning
fold.
every game.
No,
I'm getting annoyed.
We don't
I'm getting
bend.
annoyed, but I
We don't
knew.
fold.
I told you guys, like for me, I even said this on the pod. Like for me, the crunch time, which was the Liverpool game, I said to you guys, if you beat Liverpool, you win the league. I said that on the podcast. And you fumbled Liverpool, and as a consequence of that, it
fumbled
was a
West Ham.
knock-on effect onto the West Ham game
And Southampton
then
game.
Southampton game. And in my mind, that's exactly what I already had envisioned time ago. And when I say to people, look, this is always going to happen because why? One, players are getting rinsed out. There's not enough squad depth, and people wanted to blame it on the Saliba injury and say, yo, because Saliba's not there, we can't play. Obviously, trying to scapegoat Holding and say we can't play the football. We're gonna play. Look, we can't build from the back. Partey's not confident in receiving the ball, or what's his called? Ramsdale doesn't want to give the
Jacob
ball to Holding.
was too awkward to like.
Kivia
take the
comes
ball.
in, Chelsea. You have an outstanding performance. It's like, look, that's what we needed. This is what we needed. What happened against Brighton? The guys that you were all saying that you needed Jorginho, you're saying Partey, Partey's got Jorginho. We're way better with Jorginho playing right now because he controls the
First
game, he
phase.
dictates. He first phase of the game, he collects the ball way better. He played against Brighton. You know what I'm trying to say to you? I'm like,
So
my
Brighton
reason.
are a better team than Chelsea.
No, it's not even a better team. It's not even about being a better team. You lot wanted to blame it on certain personnel. I was telling you guys, it's nothing to do with personnel. No, it's just the mentality of how to deal with pressure. Football, it's not only about physical. People just think, it's about how you train and how hard you go.
No, of course.
In football, it's more mental. It's more of a mental
But
battle
doesn't
because at that highest level, Premier League level, Champions League, whatever you want to call it, everybody's top class. Everyone's a good footballer.
doesn't that go down to
The difference between the elites and the ones that are like just below that is the mental. You see Real Madrid, they're not a better team than Man City. They're not a better team than Man City. Man City are clearly the better team. Like, they're clearly a better team than Real Madrid. But Real Madrid has been there. They've done that. A lot of the players there are 4-time, 5-time champions.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I
Do you know
agree.
what I mean? So
I agree.
that in itself, that mentality, that experience, sometimes outweighs
The physical, the technical,
it
yeah.
outweighs it, and that's exactly what I was trying to
That's why
basically.
Ferguson was such an elite manager.
Such an elite manager, bro. Like, how many league titles did we win where we were not the best team?
Technically, we were
not the best team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like they had the experience, they had the knowledge, they understand when it gets to crunch time how to manage those games. A lot of the players know, do you know what I mean? How to sort of not even like sort of
Do you know that last United side as well? How many points did they finish on?
we
The
won
12,
the league,
13?
like
Yeah.
we finished like I remember we won the league in like April, innit?
89
89
points, which is...
We basically gave up our last 4
Last games we literally did.
So
We-
if
I
I'm
remember
not
we won it in
mistaken,
April,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So
In
if I'm
April.
not mistaken, you lot actually, with this being the best Arsenal side and having the best winger in the league,
Yeah.
best centre back, you lot are gonna finish. The best you could do is level on points with the worst United side.
No,
They can't even finish level.
I think the furthest we can,
Crazy.
is be
Crazy.
The points
And then-
we can be 1 point ahead of your Spurs 16-17.
Lovely.
Wow.
It's like,
See, that's like
it's like he walked
that's-
into
yeah.
where I was leading him. Because I was just about to ask you boys, this all-time Arsenal team, this fantastic team this season, how does it compare to that 16-17 or 17-18 team actually?
I don't know the record of 17-18, but see, I saw on Twitter the 16-17.
Oh, the Spurs one. That's what he was
16-17
doing.
one.
Yeah.
You got it. Oh, he's got it.
You ready? Go on, go on.
26 wins, 8 draws, 4 losses, 26 goals conceded. Where do you think Arsenal are this season?
We've conceded a lot the last.
Yeah, the recent ones we've been dropping off a lot.
I know.
Probably 34 goals conceded.
42 goals conceded.
I can imagine that,
It's a recent one that's been messing us
6 draws, 5 losses. So you've lost more, conceded more. Are you better than that Spurs side?
Alvaro
Vertonghen, Rose,
Oh, the Champions League final one.
No. That was 18-19. That was when we was washed
The 16-17, the one, the challenging with Conte.
Yeah. Chelsea finishing second. That
It was
team,
the Dele
or
Alli
this
Harry
super
Kane.
Arsenal
That's
team.
the one.
I love this delay though.
Christian
I wasn't
Eriksen.
expecting this delay.
I can't lie to you. You even got me there because I wasn't.
I
didn't
love
even
this
know
delay because
I didn't even know that.
Had I asked them in
Yeah.
January, what do you think?
Oh, they would have laughed at you. They would have laughed at you, bro.
That Spurs
They
team is
would've
called
loved it.
bottlers. That Spurs team is called choke jobs.
Okay.
Okay.
But you're not better than this team, supposedly.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Are you?
I think-
You still haven't given me an answer.
I think we are.
Why are you clapping?
I'm clapping.
Why are you clapping him though?
Because you got me there. I didn't know that. That's actually an eye opener.
I think
That's
we
an
are.
eye opener. I didn't know that, bro.
Coach
I didn't even know that.
because he brought this up yesterday.
I didn't
on the
know
pod.
that.
He was.
I
I
didn't
was
know
like,
that. Oh shit.
the numbers are there as well. So
That's crazy.
I think we are. I think we are. I think we
On
are.
paper.
On paper. Not even on paper. Forget paper because you're not going to look at Dele Alli the same way you look at Dele Alli back then. I'm coming from. But
that
I
Dele
think-
Alli or Odegaard. Because they were talking about Odegaard's highest scoring midfielder with his cute 15. What, Dele Alli didn't do that? That's cute. 17. That's cute. Yeah, you don't gas up your fake stats. That ain't real.
Why are they Tottenham fans?
I'm just saying.
You know, for me-
we're bottle jobs.
I can't lie to you.
We're shit.
Shall I be honest with you?
But they're not even better than us.
They don't even know what to say.
They don't know.
They don't even know what to say. They're still
Look at each other like,
We're not.
Shaggy.
I'm just confused with this. I don't get this. I'm very confused with this.
right now.
We literally just said we bought the league.
It's 16, 17 the season Leicester won it.
No, Chelsea. Conte season.
Chelsea
won it, yeah.
Chelsea won it. Conte, innit?
Okay, nah, I don't know.
Yeah, you got. I can't lie. You got them.
I'm just saying.
You got them. Hey.
They were up against Chelsea Conte side who only recently found their feet in November, where we're battling a City side
Yo,
that
can I
have
be honest?
constantly won their
Can I be
thing.
honest with you?
So
Can I be
that's
honest
a
with
good
you?
comparison. I like that.
Can I be honest with
comparison. Yeah, is that not a good comparison?
No,
though?
listen.
How is it not good?
What do you
Conte's
mean?
first season. Is that not Conte's first
Chelsea
season?
team.
That
Do you want to
was-
look at that Chelsea team?
That was Conte's first season.
I think it might have been.
Yeah, it was.
That was Conte's
Conte's
first
first
season. They
season.
won 13 games in a
We're
row.
up against a Man City.
Yeah.
We're up against a Man.
That's
Let me
the
say
same.
something.
They played us, got whooshed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And then
3-0.
they changed it.
Okay,
and that's
And
and
that
then
system change had a knock-on effect in the Premier League.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how impactful that was.
Of
That
course.
team was a team full of winners, bro. So don't act like that, bro. This City team.
This City team shits on that Chelsea team, by the way. This City team shits on that Chelsea team.
But what are you trying to compare it to?
93 points that Chelsea team.
Thank you very much.
City,
your homework.
City for the last 3 seasons have been dominating the Premier League.
Hold on, but you can't even talk about who we were up against because you have to remember there was a point probably like a few weeks ago. You guys were 8 points ahead. So you can't use this excuse.
We just said we bottled it.
Yeah, but you can't use the excuse of who.
What do you want?
You're trying to use it.
I
You're trying to use it.
swear, you can't use that.
They were against Chelsea. We were against Man City. You can't run that one.
Forget
What do you
that.
mean? That one can't run. That one can't
His
run.
argument earlier
That one can't
was-
run.
His argument earlier was, what did you say? The back five.
No, I never said nothing.
I said,
Are you better than that?
No.
Spurs team?
Remember, you said just now, as in like you was talking about once we beat Man
He only said that
Chelsea,
because
he said
he
back
no,
five.
but he
Okay,
was
just changed into a
yeah back five. Yeah, they did.
I'm just saying.
Teams had to worry about it or like
The back
you had
five,
to
yeah,
change.
yeah.
Bro, no one's ever seen a team like Man City play centre backs as fullbacks.
Who cares?
I've never seen that.
Well done,
They've
Dan.
changed
What's
the
that?
ball.
So
Guess
They
what?
changed the
So,
whole dynamic. They've got a machine up
so
top.
that's why you can't win the league because they play
no,
centre backs at
no.
fullback positions.
So they haven't got Haaland. They haven't got Haaland.
My brother,
The guy who's
that's
broken
not-
records this
bro,
season.
That's not what we're
They
talking
got
about.
one of the most
Don't-
lethal
listen.
overnights
Listen,
in
listen.
Premier League history.
This is shameful. This is shameful.
What's this? You're up against one of the
This is
best.
shameful.
Is Erling Haaland
This
not
is
one of the
embarrassing.
best goal scorers you've ever seen?
It
in the
doesn't
Premier League?
matter if he's Messi
doesn't
and
matter.
Ronaldo combined.
What
It doesn't
do you mean
matter.
it doesn't matter?
Because you.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't because you were 8 points clear at one point. So how can you talk about they
We
had
just
this
said we
person?
balled
It was
it.
in your bro.
What do you want from me?
Hear me out for a second.
I
Yeah,
didn't hear what you
hear me
said.
out for a second.
Where you
yeah?
landing with this one?
You,
So they already gave us the
listen.
charge. And they're saying, you know, you're in there for 25 years.
Yeah,
CBK.
I think I already know.
CBK, listen, yeah. You were 2-0 ahead up against Liverpool, yeah?
Yes, we
And
bottled
you dropped. You conceded 2 goals. You dropped points that game.
dropped-
Yeah,
we
dropped
Then again, same thing against West Ham.
Yeah.
You went 2 goals
Yeah,
ahead.
we bottled that.
and you dropped it. And then
It's Southampton, we
against
bought.
relegated Southampton.
Yeah.
Yes.
You went 3-1 down at one point.
Yes.
Against Southampton. Yeah.
Yes.
What
We
the
bought.
that's got to do with Haaland.
that got to do with Haaland?
Absolutely.
What's that got to do with Haaland, my brother?
You lot keep trying to
keep
paint
talking
these
about
weird
Haaland.
narratives
Where
and
the
shit.
f is Haaland coming to
The
this?
things that matter.
These man smoking budges.
No, but I'm saying to you, how's smoking budge? You lot,
No, listen. This what happens. This what happens.
I don't know, man.
You go, you man bottled it. We're like, we
You bottled it.
Yeah, they're like, but remember the Tottenham season, it's not even better than that. Then we'll throw something. They go, but then you man bought it. I'm like, yeah, we bought it. I'm like, what?
You're not listening. You're not listening.
No, we've acknowledged the bottling part, but
we've acknowledged that.
your reasonings is what we're trying to like
Make
basically
understanding
of.
because your reasons are shit. Your reasons are shit. What you're saying is
Wait, you said squad depth for shit. It's squad depth for shit.
No,
Remember,
no.
they started-
Listen,
Because you said the
We're
reason
saying-
you said the reason we're not gonna get the win the
we're
league
saying
is because of squad
no.
depth.
Listen.
So is that-
No.
They-
See,
they-
I see.
they
We're
throw the scenarios.
saying
And we'll
there's
just answer it.
Yeah.
And then they go,
No.
well, you guys
No,
told us
no,
that.
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
no, you told us. We answered it.
No.
That's all it is. First thing he said was
nah.
squad depth
Yeah.
and the transfers.
No, that's-
Quote me right.
No,
Quote
no,
me
no,
right. Don't lie. Don't quote me
You
right.
said January.
Quote me right.
Apparently, Arsenal fans said we won the transfer window. We never said that. After
You
the
know,
transfer window.
this-
Did you say Jorginho was an amazing signing?
Quote me right. I didn't say you won the transfer window. I didn't say you won that.
You said Arsenal
Listen,
fans. No, they said-
open your ears.
No,
What did I
no,
say?
no,
What did I say?
You said Arsenal fans acted like they won the transfer
No, I
window.
never. I said
No,
Arsenal
said
fans
that.
were actually upset and
Upset and then
underwhelmed.
went- and then
Listen
went-
and open
Listen.
your ears. Play it back. Play it back at home. These men aren't listening.
It's like mafia. I go,
Their heads are gone. They're not even thinking straight. They can't comprehend. Their comprehension goes out the window because they can't.
Out the window.
I get you're rattled. You're rattled. You know what? Your comprehension goes out the window. Here, look. We've all acknowledged that you bottled it, but that's not what we're talking about.
Okay.
We're saying we're talking about the different factors and the different reasons for
So I
why
said
and
squad
you
depth.
for why
I said
you
squad
we
depth.
feel like you've bottled it.
I said
Yeah?
squad depth.
Forget squad depth. You're talking.
we
You're trying
confirmed
to.
that was a
Bro,
lie.
we already talking about that. We already spoke about that. What you're trying to say?
Even though he said, oh, by the way, I always knew you guys were gonna bottle it because you didn't have the squad depth. Now when I use squad
I know.
depth, it's like, oh no, you gotta do
I
that.
said
How
that.
does that make sense?
I said that. I agreed. No, I said that. No, that's what we do. That's not what
Your
we're
comprehension skills are not comprehending.
No, you're not.
You're comprehending.
You're rattled.
I'm not rattled.
You're rattled.
But
Listen,
your head is
you're
gone.
gone.
Your
You're
head
gone.
is
You're
gone.
gone.
I'm so
Listen,
gone right now.
what I'm saying is,
I'm gonna
we
flip this whole
spoke
mic.
about different reasons. So squad depth. Listen,
Jenny is a supply teacher. These guys are running them up.
anyway.
He's running them up. He's running them up.
Listen, listen. My point is
Don't
this.
put
Yeah,
that hand at me.
is look, we talk about the difference. So we mentioned squad depth, we mentioned injury,
Yes.
we mentioned all of that.
Yes.
But
It's not good
What we're
enough.
trying to challenge now is you lot are basically trying to almost say is that it's City like.
But there's nothing we could have done about it.
Done about it, but
I never said this.
But let me ask you
that's,
guys.
that's what you're
You
insinuating.
said mentality. You said mentality.
No,
we
because
fumbled.
when he brought up the Tottenham team,
No,
yeah, you said, it's not the same because, or you
This-
insinuated.
this
I don't know
City
what.
team,
I can't remember what. I can't remember. We go back. Yeah, I can't remember word for word what you said.
Dominant
You
City
still haven't
team.
answered
Yeah,
that
yeah,
question.
come,
You
okay.
still haven't answered that Spurs
So a
question.
City team that's won twice, was it 4 times in
You
the last
still
5
haven't
years?
answered the Spurs question. That's where the root cause was. You
Okay, cool.
deflected from the Chelsea
Is our
team to say-
Arsenal team better than their Spurs team?
Than that Spurs
just for that season.
Yeah.
No, it's equivalent and it's the same shit.
What do you mean essentially? I ask you, are they better? Yes or no? It's a
Yes or no? Yes or
question.
no?
No, it's
Ain't no sitting on the fence, big man. Get your ass off the fence and give me an answer.
I'll say we are better.
Yeah.
You are better.
Yeah.
I'll say
we
so.
had better quality of football.
Better quality of football.
Yeah.
Do you remember that Spurs team?
Remember that Spurs
Do you
team,
remember this Arteta team this season where everyone was thinking, yo, this
I remember the
guy...
first half. What did the last
Nobody
7
had
years look
you
like?
pegged for title challenges. Everyone had us pegged for challenges
Oh,
this
now they
season.
had them pegged for title challenges.
That's what
season,
that's
did
what
you?
we did. Oh, no, not start season. I'm talking about during the season.
Okay, yeah.
You guys weren't proper.
Well, yeah,
bottom.
because Chelsea was so clear and run away. 93 points. Great
Exactly.
team.
So
Yeah.
if anything, we were actually challenging Man City.
So you think that team is better? That's all I want, yeah?
Yeah. I think that team was better.
He's trying to say that.
I don't get it.
But he's trying to show that.
I
he's trying to
gave the
say
facts.
the numbers don't show that. That's what he's basically
I
saying.
gave the facts.
The numbers don't show
This
that.
time.
The numbers don't show that.
That's it.
The numbers don't show
The
that.
division
Yeah, the illusion is very, very clear.
And compare it to other teams that finished second or third, and you can ask the same question.
Yeah.
There's a certain leagues, like I said, there's certain teams that might have won the league with 8-1 points.
The only reason why he's doing that,
But-
though, the only reason why he's really doing that,
Huh? Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
So, but for me, the question I wanted to ask you guys is regarding this. I don't think you've asked us what the main reason was. You've thrown
Scenarios.
Okay,
you've thrown scenarios. Like I said, squad depth.
I didn't throw
Arsenal's
scenarios. You gave those answers, and I gave you reasons as to
How-
why.
no,
they worked.
Maybe I did. No, okay, hold on. Maybe I did throw. No, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Okay, no. All right, stop it. Maybe I did. Yeah, maybe I did throw. I did throw stuff in. Okay, cool. What's your main reason? I want to know. Like, what is your main reason for why you feel like your season has finished the way it has?
Scars,
now?
do you ask me?
No, both of you.
I
Whoever.
think squad depth and mentality.
I think.
Okay.
I think Arteta
Yeah.
and injuries. So yeah, squad depth.
So have you never been convinced of Arteta this season?
No, I've been convinced, but it's a repeat of last year where the same players, like I said, what did Saka do last season towards the end? Fell off. Same with Partey. But now, like you said, we've got Jorginho.
That's
to
the
replace
league,
him.
by the way.
They'll come from. That's Jade. Let's not talk about Casemiro as well, bro.
Don't
I could have cancelled it because you called it the best DM in the league.
Focus. So why did you say
Because that's what you all saying. That's what you saying.
The best DM in the league.
Best DM. Hold on. Let me tell you exactly what you were all saying. Best DM. Best. You know who all is. You know who all is. You know who all is. It's all is. All of
Don't do that. It's not me.
It's joint enterprise. Joint enterprise. Joint enterprise. It's joint enterprise.
Listen, Fuad can vouch because you were screaming Casemiro's best DM in the league as well.
Listen, Casemiro is like laziness. Yo, brother, I don't know if he's good enough though. I don't know if he's good enough. Casemiro, I'm gonna give him the benefit that I'll tell you his laziness. But Partey,
I don't want to give back to
listen, hold on. Okay, Casemiro, possibly we could do that.
I don't know how we got here, by the way.
Let Rodri win. Rodri won the argument. What about Odegaard being the best midfielder in the league? Over Kevin De Bruyne. What about that one?
That was a hot take.
Yeah?
That was a hot take.
What about that one? What about Saka? Best right winger in the league. What about that one?
That one?
Mo Salah came back and said, Mo Salah came back and said, shut your mouth. He said, shut your mouth. Yeah. He came back and said, shut your mouth.
Okay, cool. I was going to say something, but
Yeah, but go on.
Saka, he's not been great. The last 3 months. And it's happened.
What happened to? We need Jesus back. Once Jesus come back, it's done. What about that one?
I never remember saying it's done.
Man, bring back Eddie Nketiah, man. Bring back Eddie Nketiah.
You know earlier when you said misquoting. This is a lot of misquoting here, yeah. There's a lot. Don't look at your brethren off camera.
Gabriel! Best centre back in the league!
Who said that?
Don't say that you never said that. Don't act like you guys weren't saying that. Don't act like you guys weren't. I'll tell you, joint enterprise.
So what?
Joint enterprise.
Rico.
What is it? Rico
You're all getting it. You're all getting it.
The brother on Twitter recently.
You went from listen. You went from Saliba at the beginning. Saliba at the beginning of the
I was
season.
on the lads' holiday and I'm getting back for it.
Yeah, that's it.
No.
That's it. You get back too. That's what it is.
I'm not taking it, bro. I'm going straight to the police station. Sorry, man. It was not me, man.
Man said he's gonna do a gunner.
I'm coming out there. I'm 6'9".
He's gonna do a gunner.
Is it 6'9"? Is it a 6'9"?
This is crazy.
No. The Gabriel one, I respect him highly. I rate him highly.
Yeah.
Man, never in my life. To the day I die, have I ever said this brother is the best in the Premier League. He's had a very good season.
No, okay, but even when you like, you know what's the funny thing about Arsenal?
He's had a very good season.
You know, especially when they're doing
Actually, he's
so
the best
well.
Arsenal defender.
You're not even allowed to criticize them.
No. And
You can't even criticize their players.
is, I guarantee you, they would have seen other Arsenal fans maybe saying those things.
And they agree. They're nodding their head.
Rather than tell them, hey, calm down.
Yeah.
It's still too soon.
Yeah, they're nodding their heads.
Keep going, man.
Yeah,
keep going. You're spitting, You're spitting. Yeah.
But you gotta understand. You gotta understand as well.
Hey.
Arsenal fans are the most delusional. They're part of it. It's joint, like I said, joint enterprise. My team and your club were the biggest fools when it comes to it. If a player's got a decent form or good form in the world, when it's rock bottom, he's ass. And that's how we look at it. So I hear you. You probably seen people say, because I've seen tweets people go, never mind Gabriel being the best in the Prem.
I never said that.
In the world.
Ramsdale being best keeper in the league.
I said, he's not even.
I heard them once too.
Ramsdale best keeper in the league.
I heard them once too.
It was Alisson, bro.
That's Alisson.
I heard them
You didn't hear nothing.
I heard Ramsdale being the best keeper in the league.
Alisson was the best keeper in the league at that point.
I heard Kivior being the best signing in January.
Best Polish. Best Polish.
I might have said that one still. I said that one. That's a meat enterprise.
Oh my god.
Okay, listen. Let's finish this.
Let's hold on. Let's give Brighton some credit, please.
Yeah, I want to talk about Brighton. I actually want to talk about Brighton. No, we're not finished on Brighton yet.
The performance that they put in.
Can we talk a little bit? I have some correspondence from Tactical Register.
Yeah.
Brighton fan.
Yeah.
Field tilt.
The field tilt was varied throughout the game with both teams getting periods of control, but overall I think Brighton had the most threatening use of the ball. Brighton's success ultimately comes down to the managerial quality of Robert De Zerbi. After Pep and Arteta, he's the best manager in the league. For me, and with the right backing, he'll continue to show this. I had a few analysis. Brighton are the first team to beat Arsenal at the Emirates in the Premier League without conceding since Liverpool's 2-0 win in March 2022. Wow. And only 2 teams have won 3+ Premier League games against Arsenal at the Emirates since the start of the 17-18 season, City and Brighton.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And they deserve a look. But what's crazy is
Brighton bopped us. First half was quite equal, I think, in my opinion. Second half, they absolutely dominated.
But what's crazy is 5 days before that, they got smoothed by Everton.
This Premier League's weird.
It's such a weird season. It's a weird season, you know. But I feel like, you know what? That game for me really, really summed up Arsenal. Like,
you just said you want to talk about Brighton.
No, I'm saying,
you just said you want to talk about Brighton.
Hold on one second.
You know what?
Let me
That's already done. Just put it.
Stop, he's already dead.
Let me tell you why. Because that last half an hour, yeah, I feel like it also started so bright, and then as the game went on, you saw Brighton started to put their foot into the, like they started to stamp their authority on the game, and then literally as it got to the last stage of the game, Arsenal were nowhere to be seen.
It's not even that, bro.
Do you know what I mean? And it's if the football that Brighton play,
beautiful football,
amazing. I think they won in terms of footballing size. They might be top 3 in the league.
No, 100%.
I think Arsenal and Brighton.
I mean, it's incredible the football that they play.
Well, you got to look at
and they spawned these players out of nowhere because Wallahi, 2 months ago I didn't know who he was.
Undav.
I don't know who these guys were. 2 months ago. They just spawned out of nowhere. And the little winger that scored in the third goal.
Bro, they spawned out of nowhere.
They spawned out of nowhere. Yeah, but like, where did they come from? Like, they're ridiculous, bro. They come, you know, I feel like it's almost like City where like they have player profiles in every position, and it's kind of like it doesn't matter who plays. Everyone can do a job. So like they rotate.
It's very versatile.
It's so versatile. Like, they can play anybody.
Right back the whole game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what I was gonna. He's been doing that last 2 weeks.
Bro, Pascal Gross played left back against us.
Nah, that guy's the most versatile player.
What the hell? Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? It's like, bro, it's like they're almost like City in a way where they just get play. Like I said, they have the player profiles and they know how to get the best out of their players in a certain position. And I feel like if he can keep a lot of those plays and which they've already done they signed João Pedro. Who else they signed?
That's a very good signing. Milner for some experience as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they challenge for Champions League next season.
No, that's what I said. I said I want to see De Zerbi not leave.
Yeah, 100%.
I said forget players leaving. I don't think Brighton are in desperate need of money. They could sell a McAllister, let's say.
They rejected Caicedo, 80 million for us.
Sign the new contract. You've got Mitoma, who's just been your breakout star this year. Evan Ferguson's still coming through. You've got a young core there. I've said this is almost reminds me of what we were under Pochettino at first. You've come in, you've taken what Potter has, put your imprint on it, actually executing on the XG. But now you're in Europe. You take the next step. We've seen Brighton go through every level of being a Premier League club. Relegation candidates, mid-table, kind of 10th,
15th, 14th. Yeah.
Now they've taken that next step into Europe.
Yeah. Natural progression.
If you're really that gaffer, stick around and then let's see kind of where you can
take. He's got AC Milan in his heart though.
Listen, if West Ham are doing deep Europa League runs with those players, I can see Brighton doing a deep run in Europa League. Why not?
We're talking about Brighton. We're talking about Brighton's squad quality, but look at the managerial quality. If De Zerbi leaves to AC Milan, let's say if he does leave, they've already got the next managerial candidate already. Because I think the chairman's already said we've already got our next managerial candidates already. We already have a list. So as soon as Potter left, they had De Zerbi. They know they got De Zerbi on the shortlist. So like, we're gonna get De Zerbi. If De Zerbi leaves, they've already got that shortlist. But they're like, if De Zerbi decides to leave, I got someone else waiting to sit for him, which is fascinating for me. Someone like Brighton.
Gotta give credit to Brighton.
Yeah, I mean they've currently got 2 games in hand. If they win their 2 games, they'll be 1 point behind Liverpool in 5th. So yeah, they deserve Europa. 100%. I think they will get Europa ahead of you guys. I think at this point.
But like that game, it felt like it was year 7 again. Come on.
Yeah,
he said I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna get something. He said I'm leaving with something.
For real.
Speaking about Tottenham, let's talk about Aston Villa versus Spurs. Let's go. Aston Villa 2, Spurs 1. When Aston Villa's second goal went in, all I heard was.
And that's him standing as well. That's him standing jumping.
I saw. Who's the guy next to you?
Clapping cheeks.
Basically, he's on DR Sports.
Yeah, no.
Who's this guy next to you just staring at you?
Just Alex, yeah.
He's
my
just
co-host,
staring.
but, I mean, the thing is no Spurs fan is surprised.
Yeah.
Even the first goal going in what 3 minutes or something like that. Leon Bailey, typical
Straight,
going down
yeah.
the wing, chopping. You watch any of the goals over the past 3 or 4 weeks we've conceded in the first minutes. It's been the same.
I don't understand it. I can't wrap my head around why you keep conceding in the first opening minutes of the game.
We have Fraser Forster in goal. We have Eric Dyer in the centre of all of this.
Yeah.
If we don't have him, we have Lenglet somewhere
Yeah.
floating there. Romero being overzealous.
Can we talk about? He might be one of the worst signings of the season, by the way.
Lenglet? Luckily he's a loan signing,
He's
so
a
I don't
loan guy,
think he's
that's-
ever gonna get lumped into those conversations.
100%. Yeah.
But-
So it's basically squad that you're blaming it on. Your squad depth and
No,
stuff.
I'm not even blaming it. And
He's
then
been-
on
the
top of
quality,
that, to give it some structure
Yeah.
at least, you would have previously had Jose or
Yeah,
Conte. Look, keep the lines compact.
Yeah.
Ryan Mason, brother. The brother's got CTE.
Yeah.
You can barely remember where his keys
It's
are.
true though. It's true though.
I mean, come on. And you expect him
it's
to
true
lead
though.
this team out
It's
for the rest of the
true though.
season?
I laughing.
What we doing?
It's true though.
That guy's having headaches on the touchline, man.
Bro.
Like,
Oh, man.
I'll be
And by the time the second goal goes in,
what's your name again? Number 15. What's your name? I don't know. What's your name again? 15.
Hey,
What's your
man,
name again?
And
So
the
I know
thing
it
is-
starts with E.
Eric Dyer's going, Romero.
nah, but it's crazy, man. It's a mess there.
Oh my god.
Players just give us fake names. Like,
Oh my god.
literally.
Either way, he's going to leave at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And honestly, it just needs to happen for the best.
No,
He's
of
not
course.
qualified for the job. And I feel like that game was a combination of both our seasons. Villa turning it, kicking our ass basically.
Yeah.
And securing European spot potentially in the Conference League.
Yeah.
And then us just continue to kind of fall away and
Yeah.
carry on what we've been doing at Newcastle, at Liverpool, just to continue to disgrace
Do you
ourselves,
guys
bro.
think Villa could be another like juggernaut kind of team?
No.
Because they in terms of
I
they
think
have,
nah.
they have money. They have money.
I
They
think-
have.
I think that's Emery's kind of like.
They don't have
No, I'm
That's
not
the
saying- I'm
ceiling.
not
They don't
saying-
have
I'm not-
elite money.
No,
That's
no,
the
no,
problem.
no, no,
They
no.
don't have elite money. They
think
have
they've got a lot of
Spurs level money. I would say.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
rich guy who owns
But that's
the
still-
club.
but that's
Yeah, but then look at them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah. But I don't think
I
that-
think
you're right.
we-
You're right.
It's like Brighton as well,
Yeah.
or Brentford. Like they've got a rich owner, but these top 6, top 7 clubs are run by conglomerates or countries. Like they're never. I don't think Villa are ever going to be like. If they are competing top 6, it's like them performing above and beyond their levels.
Yeah.
But on paper, they shouldn't
No,
even be
no,
top 6 in my eyes.
100%,
They are where they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
Conference
yeah.
League,
Yeah.
top 10.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That should be the
Yeah.
expectation going
Yeah.
to every season. Yeah.
No, but me saying that, I'm talking about. Obviously, I know
The history.
Unai Emery's level. Like you said, I'm a flirt
With
top
your
5
top
at the
6,
start,
yeah.
and then I'm gonna start fading,
Yeah.
and like you said, I'm hit the 6-7 mark. But I feel like they can end up finishing there.
Yeah.
So then, like you said, so the next man, because I think he'll bring in the right players. They've already got a couple solid players. They've got good pieces that they can work with, and then shot the rest or whatever, and then have Unai bring in his actual men, get him to, like he said, get him to that 5, 6, 7 spot, and then someone will overtake. And I feel like that's when they might start. Not necessarily have a dynasty or
You
anything.
could say that for
but
every
like,
club, though. You could say that for every club. If there's a manager that's going to take them to 5th, 6th, and then a Jose comes in.
I think the job he's
it's not
done
always
is like,
guaranteed
yeah.
that it's going
I
to work.
feel
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like because also with Aston Villa, they're bringing in the main man at Barca. That is it, Alemani, whatever.
Oh, the guy that just
Oh,
resigned
yeah,
recently.
and he's the main guy at Barca.
Is he any good?
Apparently, he's good, man. I've had friends that are Barca.
How have
are
Barca's
fans,
deals been over the past couple of
but
years?
they haven't really They couldn't really do much, and they still won the league, regardless if that league's.
Oh,
not
is he
great.
responsible for this summer?
Yeah,
I think he's
bro.
responsible.
Yeah,
for
he's
this.
like-
This summer's a fake summer. You can't judge him off this summer.
No, he's been there
That
for
was
a while,
that's
but I'm
that's
saying-
Spotify and laundered money. Like, come on, like that's FM checkbook he's been given. Everyone can look
But
good with that.
I want to say it's been longer than a year.
Yeah.
But since obviously what it had to do with and they won the league kind of thing. Him going to Villa, he's not going to go to Villa because Aston Villa are not going to give him like you said a checkbook something to work
of
with.
course,
So I
of
know
course. I know you
they're
mean.
going to give him what he wants. So that's why I was like, you know what, I kind of see them not compete for top 4, but
Top 6. They were
yeah,
there. They
like,
can
I'll
engage.
Bring back 05, 06 Villa when they finish in
The
5
Martin
or 6.
O'Neill. The Agbonga Lord, Ashley Young, the James
both.
Jonas.
I agree with you where I feel like, yeah, Aston Villa are where they're meant to be. But I also agree with you where Unai, I think if there's anyone that's gonna elevate them or keep them at that level, it's definitely Unai. Especially because one thing I rate Emery with is his talent ID is very good.
Signed Saliba.
Very, very good. He's the one that signs. Yeah. But his talent ID is very good. Everywhere he's been, he's tend to always had like even signings where you're questioning it a little bit. Even like for example when he signed Lo Celso for
Villarreal,
and he just went and he just started
One
balling
voice
out.
as well.
Do you know what I mean? One voice. You know what I'm trying to say?
More,
So,
more hits than misses then.
Yeah, so I think if there's any manager, they found the one. And I think, obviously, when we talk about like manager of the season and obviously give credit,
We did that video.
bro,
yeah.
like for me,
There's
it's got to be up there this season because of the
a lot
job
of
that
managers.
he's done. It's
I think
No,
we'll
100%.
rank all 20 managers as
Giving
well.
it to a manager who's not completed a full season.
of course, yeah, but
for
the job he's done, yeah.
Where were they?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
were
for sure.
They were relegation zone
When
with
Gerrard,
Gerrard.
left, yeah.
And
They were
now-
were they not rock bottom?
I don't know if they're rock bottom, but
Were they rock
No,
bottom?
I
I know they were like,
Wolves is rock
but they were
bottom.
more or less around the
think Wolves
relegation.
were-
Yeah.
Wolves is rock bottom. They were like the
Oh yeah,
18,
Wolves is
17.
one of us rock bottom, and then
Yeah.
the guy he came in. And,
Lopetegui,
yeah.
That's true. That's true. No, we like, Aston Villa did very well in that game.
how did Spurs play? Because we're giving Aston Villa
we
credit.
didn't even have a
I
shot
don't
on
know.
target until about the 60th minute, bro.
Was it a pen?
Like, of course
It was a pen, yeah. It was
a
clear.
blatant
It was a
pen,
blatant.
Harry
Like,
Kane missed a
Martinez
one-on-one as
completely
well.
took him
Well,
out.
kind of a one-on-one. That was
It was a 1-1.
And that
It was
was-
clear. I said
And
that.
that was like 1-0 as well, I think. So
Yeah.
it could have
And
been
it's
a difference,
Harry
but-
Kane as well. Yeah.
Yeah, if it was
The-
anyone,
the Son misses 1-on-one, right?
He's got 27 goals this season, 11 of them being match winners.
Yeah.
So if there's one guy who I can
Count on.
turn a blind eye to missing a sitter, it's Harry Kane. So in all honesty, this
To be honest,
game and how this season is
it
going,
wouldn't have even made a difference.
yeah,
I'll be real.
and the way this season is going, I think I don't know, maybe you lot can let me know in the comments, but most Spurs fans would prefer not to be in Europe next year. We're not going to be in the Champions League. I don't want to be traveling to Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
No
to
midweek
go play
football.
Astana and all these teams. Forget that. Give me no midweek football. Give me a manager. Let him have a fresh start.
Kind of
one
like
game a
tanking.
week.
Tanking,
Focus
basically.
on-
Then again,
I'm happy to
Yeah,
tank
yeah.
for the last season. We fucked up where was it the year where we qualified for the Conference League where we beat Leicester on the last day or something?
Oh, Mourinho was celebrating.
What are you lot doing? Like, if we lost this game, we would have. And then they went and won it 4-2 or whatever it was. And it was like, nah. Now I hope we finish 8th, 9th. Just start next season.
Kane
fresh, man.
Cane had the complete opposite mindset though. He
Kane
came
is
out,
getting
yeah.
his.
Okay,
Kane is
no,
trying
no,
to make
no,
sure
in terms of-
when he asks for that 400 grand contract at United, that they can't say no.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I'm not-
yeah.
I'm not-
This is
I'm
what-
not-
this
I'm
is
not- I'm
it.
not saying that. I'm saying he was talking about join. What do you call it? Competing in the Conference League. He goes, bro. Man's never won a trophy.
Allow it,
I
man.
don't care.
You ain't-
Well, I
you ain't
say, he
here.
goes, I don't care. I don't mind going Conference League if that can guarantee us silverware. Let's go.
As a player, it's the PR right thing to say.
Yeah, 100%.
I want to compete for everything. I
time,
want to
yeah,
win
yeah.
every game till the end of the season. I want to do as much as I can for the club. But really and truly, I look at those players. They don't want to compete. They don't want to win games.
Another question is:
And
do you see Harry Kane leaving?
I think
Staying
every
in the
Spurs
Prem?
fan- In the Prem, I think there's only one move. Man United, Bayern Munich. He wants to break the Premier League record. Chelsea, it's never going to happen. Arsenal, never going to happen. City, that bridge has already gone. Liverpool don't have the money. United need a number 9, unlimited money. It's there.
That makes sense.
It's there.
I think it makes sense, yeah.
I think
Liban,
that's
would your
the-
Harry Kane
that's
agenda
the
go
kind
down?
of signing. I think a lot. Now here's the thing. I think not every United fan is sold on it.
That's the thing.
I
I'm
think
like,
some
do you
United
know-
fans are like Aussie man. They prefer, but I think
yeah.
he's the kind of striker you
man.
bring in.
Yeah.
The goals he guarantees.
Yeah.
No matter what system you play, and he's going to give you that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
The leader.
He'll be the flat track bully that we need. I feel like
Him and
in terms
Eriksen.
of like you see the games where like because the problem Man United have is the lack of goals.
Yeah.
We don't score enough goals sometimes, and I feel like games where things are a bit still. We need to have somebody that we can count on.
Yeah.
Well, a bit like what Van Persie did for us in that 2012 phase,
what I think
where you know every game this guy's gonna score goals for us.
he's a 25
and I
plus
think
man.
he would do that for us. Where I question Harry Kane now is big moments.
Mentality.
Big moments where, bro, I need you to now get us in those. You know what I mean?
That's where you
the
got Rashford,
semi-finals. That's what I'm saying. I would.
Rashford.
That's what I said.
Rashford
That's what I
big
said.
moments. Kane flat track.
And I think that's where I think Harry Kane will be very useful. Because I think not only will he get us the goals in those type of games, I think also he will improve the players around him. So like the Brunos and the Rashfords and even
He'll
guys,
elevate them.
elevate
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
And I think that's where I'd want the signings because I feel like the little link up play. We need like look right now. Look what we're trying to do with Weghorst. He's a disgrace. Let me tell you, Weghorst is a disgrace. I don't want to talk about the Man United game yet, but what I'm saying is
Sabitzer out for the season now. Upsetting, man.
That's another meaty signing.
Sorry, I know we're gonna go to the Man United bit.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll get there.
Oh, yeah, I'll wait for that.
In general,
would you remember your point by then? Would you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I think it's that next game anyway.
Yeah, I remember.
Just quickly on the Aston Villa Spurs game, we can round it off there. We can. It was analysis by Silver _ is taken Spurs fan. So we finally have a Spurs
Finally
correspondent.
got one.
Finally got one.
Yourself, man.
He says
We've been waiting.
Tottenham's press and structure was inconsistent. The only time we had the ball was through individual errors from Aston Villa.
Yep.
Overall, Tottenham didn't have anyone to break any of Aston Villa's lines in the midfield or defense.
Nothing.
Quick analysis from me. I just said Villa have won 6 consecutive.
So your analysis.
It's my thing. Yeah. Kane has either scored or assisted in each of his last 5 Premier League games. Villa have won 6 consecutive home games in the Premier League for the first time in 30 years.
Wow.
But listen, you wanted to talk about the Man United game. But before I want to speak a little bit about the Man United game, but I want to speak about one person in particular. Because he's won the Golden Glove. And I just want to, yeah. I got you, Lee, man, innit? Because there's been a lot of hate from this brother about De Gea.
I hate strong, bro.
rightfully so though.
Bro, I've been
But
saying
he's
it for
won
years.
the Golden Glove.
Rightfully. Yeah, but
You know, this is the first time, Man United fans are not are overlooking. I don't give a shit that you've won Golden Glove. Man still wants you out. Like, like you said,
we can agree on that. We can agree on that.
No, 100%. I know that. Now's the time Man United fans are like, I don't really care, because I feel like with David De Gea, he seems arrogant in terms of the way he moves. He carries himself. Man will look at him, man. I think I saw a quote. It said someone saying like, I think even Man United press or someone said, yeah, like he's gonna win Golden Glove. How can you call him crap if he's gonna win Golden Glove? And I'm like, you've had a very good defense in terms of Varane, Martinez, Shaw. They've done an amazing job.
You have to put the hair with that as well, though.
He's had a factor, but there's games obviously.
The West Ham game,
man saved you. Yeah. But then there's games, I'm like, you're genuine, your back forward said no shots and nothing's happened. Yeah. Literally, you can sit,
of course.
you can sit on the floor and read a book.
To have clean sheets. Bro, in general speaking,
Yeah.
to have a clean sheet, your defense has to be on point, and the goalkeeper has to be on point.
Exactly.
It's a team effort.
It's like
not one person.
As mad as it sounds, it's like whenever Edison would win Golden Glove.
Yeah.
Like I was not sold on Edison, but the Man City's defense was so good. You're looking at it going, yeah, man will have to save 2 shots. One might be a flipping, what do you call it?
P-roller.
A P-roller. Another one might be a cross shot where he catches it. But then that's game
He's more,
done.
I know what you mean. Like, he's more involved in the actual play than he has got like saving shots.
Man City get the ball 80%, 8 minutes of the game.
It was a facade for you.
Don't come from that. But Edison's improved himself. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whereas David De Gea, that guy, to be honest, my agenda for him has started to come off a bit. Yeah. Because I've done what I needed to do. It's too easy. He's going jail. I did the paperwork. I did the writing, bro. I was in the courtroom with him. I saw the judge slap it and go, he's gone. Unless Man United, I don't know what, someone, like WWE, someone comes with money in the bank and says, yo, here's a contract. But I
think he will probably stay, but I don't think he'll
be back up now.
He won't be
But
first.
would he take back up? Would he take back up?
He would have to.
But if he's saying he's arrogant, he's not taking back up.
I don't know. I think he's arrogant. That's how I look at it.
I think he will spend at least a season, because he will still in his mind probably think he can still hold the number 1 position. He will realize, I've lost the position, and then probably the summer, like not this summer, next summer,
go back to Spain.
He'll probably try to look for a move. But where we and this guy disagreed on was, my thing was give him the season he just had. Because we need to at least give him the opportunity to at least see if he can adapt. Can he actually play the football and play the style that Ten Hag wants? If he can't, then we ship him off.
So that's this season, right?
That's this season.
Okay, cool.
Where we disagreed on was last year, you were saying we need to have bid him last year. And I was like, that's unfair, because without him,
having had that trial period to at least see if he
can and not even that. I feel like he earned that, because last season he was probably our most best performer along with Christian. I think he was personally. I think him and Christian.
Leeds is shaking his head behind the camera.
Even though it was a horrible season, I think him, if without De Gea, I think
it would have been worse.
We would know what we would be. Would be exactly what Chelsea are right now. That's how I genuinely. I feel like without De Gea and Ronaldo's goals, I feel like we would have had the season that Chelsea have had. I think with De Gea, I think De Gea saved us with humiliation a lot of times. I'm not saying that means he's a good, like he did, like
rate him.
it just means that I feel like he done a good enough job. And I feel like he at least deserves to have a season where let's see if you can do this thing. If you can't do this thing, the door's there.
And that's what you've seen.
And that's what we've seen. And I'm like, now I agree. De Gea needs to walk out.
For me, it's different this season.
Why he doesn't? I know he doesn't agree. I know he doesn't agree.
We've been De Gea.
I know he doesn't agree. He doesn't rate. I know that.
You want another proverb? Yeah. De Gea puts out the fires that he starts himself.
100%.
You know what it is, yeah? Look. We said this the other time, yeah, and I showed you because he was saying the star player was saying the same thing where like, he kicks the ball like
counter attack and then he saves it. And what's going on?
I've seen so many keepers do that. Where they've knocked it. I've seen Ramsdale do that where he's knocked it, he's played a bad pass, and then the team have counter attacked, and then maybe he's had to make a save. I've seen Ramsdale do that this season.
But I'm saying no.
So it's like
100%.
It's like that's normal.
But that's different.
That's part of football.
No, but that's different.
That's
De Gea's more
frequent. You guys, that's frequent, bro.
I admit that. I admit that.
I like to think Aaron Wan-Bissaka's a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Where
he'll give away the ball.
He gives away the ball.
It's true.
Then he gives you the open lane, and he's like, "Oh, go on."
And then
you guys like me tweeting like, "Yo,
everyone do this.
I know how it works.
But
He say Leeds is tweeting already.
I think there's truth. I think there's truth to that. There is truth to that. Definitely, De Gea does cause a lot of the problems himself, and then does the outrageous save, and then everyone forgets about the fact that he caused the problem in the first place. But I feel like that's almost like it's kind of normal in football because to get the ball from that third half of that third half of the pitch to our box, there needs to be some sort of sequence. The ball doesn't just automatically fly into our box. Bro, it has to run through our midfield. It has to break down. It has to break down our midfield and then our defense. But
it's sequential events.
It's also a collective thing because I feel like there's certain players in that Man United team that I feel like they've overstayed their time. And again, with De Gea, they need to be out of the door. There's De Gea, Lindelof,
Varane, Casemiro,
Maguire, McTominay, you know what I mean?
Wait.
Elanga.
Hey, a minute. He said Casemiro.
Casemiro.
He said Varane.
Do you not think? Okay, go on.
I'm gonna announce something else. Varane Agenda's been in the pipeline for a while.
You need to bin that one. You need to bin that.
Guys, it's back up. Running.
Back up.
You know, David De Gea, we already finished that.
He's next up.
He's next. Guys, the case is open.
What's crazy? Are we actually talking about the Man United game? Are we actually going to talk about the Man United game?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Man United
game. Because for me, having Varane back this weekend, you see the confidence. You see the confidence.
But Wolves weren't much of a threat.
Everyone looks a bit more calmer. Everyone looks more relaxed. Everyone looks, you know what?
But I don't think Wolves were that much of a threat to you.
Look at us against West Ham. Shaky. From the first minute to the end, shaky. There's no sense of security. Like, you can sense that people don't trust. You can see certain players don't trust certain players.
Well, what players don't trust you?
If we start doing the name, of Shady. We know who. We didn't have to get into it. We know who.
I've not seen a keeper hit a ball boy more times.
But you know what's
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, can we agree on one thing though? Can we agree on one thing though? When two men are playing, that guy, the suspect that we're talking about, looks a lot better.
100%.
A lot better. Does he
why is that? Why is that? Because he's got two security guards saying, you know what?
Not only security guards.
I'm a security like I can hold off. Like you said, I can hold off. I'll make an option. I'll receive the ball.
Yeah.
With David De Gea, I remember I saw one clip. Yeah. Someone passed it back to him. He killed a fan. and then 4 players. You know, 4 players. I saw Bruno, then right centre back, Shaw. Everyone point that way, saying,
go that
naked. You shouldn't look that way. Yeah. With him, you know what, De Gea, this is the thing about De Gea, I know this is, we haven't even spoken about Man United. Literally. You know what, David De Gea, he's just got sometimes you just got to admit to yourself and go, you know what? Playing with my feet, it's not really my thing. I'm coming from.
Yeah.
But he's arrogant enough to say, man was saying, I've improved on my kicking.
He still thinks he's world class.
Yeah.
In his mind,
why do you think
he still thinks he's top 3 keepers?
How about
Do you guys think Ten Hag should have taken a bit of Guardiola's blueprint when he walked in and he saw Joe Hart and he said, "Let me get rid of Joe Hart." I'm not even going to bother trying you out.
You got to remember his replacement that he brought in, Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try you. 6 months later, he was like,
Get out of it.
Even look at this example now, De Zerbi. Yeah. Sanchez was arguably
Sanchez injured, no?
No injuries with this guy, bro.
Still just come out.
Still,
Still, by the way, we spoke about that game, but Steele's in play.
Yeah, Steele's unreal.
Oh,
Bro,
shit.
Steele's
Steele's been there. You know he's been at that club for ages.
But why?
He's been there for ages, bro.
But why does he have the gig? Because
I thought the whole time Sanchez was
with
injured.
his feet, he was putting it, dropping shoulders, left foot, peg out there, half swing volleys.
He found
I'm
Matoma every
bro,
time.
He killed us.
Yeah.
He found Matoma
Bro,
every time.
He killed us, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Sanchez wasn't a crap keeper. We all put top 7, top 8 keepers in the league.
Yeah.
He Deserbi said, man can't play my kind of football.
Yeah.
That's why my argument with De Gea was when Eric Ten Hag came in,
He should look at
have
De Gea.
been bullish and said, you know what, man will bring in my own keeper. I'm gonna start De Gea because, like you said, courtesy. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you that number 1 spot, but.
At least you got competition.
I'm gonna give you your competition because that's the thing about De Gea. De Gea would never leave. I think De Gea is gonna re-sign the contract because man's probably still thinking in his head, I'm Madrid quality, I'm Barca quality, I'm Atletico Madrid quality, but he's not. So now he's gonna go. I don't want to play for Villarreal. I don't want to play for Sevilla or Betis. No, man, I'm gonna just ride out.
No, but the
make
thing
my
is,
money, sit on my bench.
I think. Shall I be my opinion on this? Yeah, I think.
PSG.
You've done a rumor.
No, but you know what it is? I think he probably did want to. I'm with the opinion. I think he probably didn't want to get rid of him in the summer, but I think we didn't have the funds. Number one, I think he probably wants to bring in a top keeper.
He didn't trust Ian Henderson.
And not only that, I think there was other areas on the pitch where I think he looks at and
that's
be
right,
like,
100%.
you know what? It doesn't even matter if I change my goalkeeper at this point. So there's certain man in this team that
I got Maguire still here.
They're just not gonna do it for me.
Yeah,
That's why Martinez was like a priority.
Yeah.
Casemiro was a priority. Like these guys were more of a priority because I feel like those areas. I feel like without like even let's say for example we didn't have Casemiro and Martinez and we brought in a goalkeeper. I still think we would have been shit this season. Yeah, I still think we would have been shit this season because a lot of the players.
For me, it's Martinez because I think he's
Martinez.
That guy.
Yeah.
You should have paid 89 million for him. You got him on a steal.
Oh, what was Arteta cooking though? No, man.
Arteta was trying to play him left back. I was hearing.
Yeah, but even I feel like even at left back he would do a job.
Hey man,
He's such an intelligent footballer. I think
if we sign him, we want to sign Kiwa.
I was saying 2 years ago for Tottenham to sign him, and I remember people looking at me like, he's from Ajax, he's 5'7", and I said, yeah, you man need to watch this guy play. Bro.
Yeah.
His height don't matter. And I remember when he first came and United fans was doubting him, I said,
I can't lie to you. You know what?
I remember even the Brentford game.
I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you. When I saw the Brentford game, I was like, you know what? I think we just wasted 50 million.
Nah.
No, but I'm saying,
even if you look back at the goals,
that was like my first game watching him. Because obviously I've seen like bits and pieces of him at Ajax and that, but like actually watching a full, I was worried because you see is the long balls coming.
Yeah, the height.
He wasn't handy, and I was like, what? I said, what the fuck did you do?
He slipped for that one goal at the back post. And
we
cooking
paid
him.
50 million for basically Rey Mysterio.
Nah.
You paid 50 million for Rey Mysterio.
You already had a nickname.
I was like, I couldn't believe it. No, I gave him a nickname after that day. I gave him Rey Mysterio.
Nah.
We've got Rey Mysterio battling with Great Khali. I said, what's going on here? I couldn't believe it.
man was lifting his head.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, what's going on? I said, no.
Ivan Toney.
Just lift you on the ground. No, but obviously, as time has gone on, he's obviously shown his quality.
I think for me, it was
of course, one of the best centre backs in the league.
for me, defensive.
That's why I said I tweeted back in November. I said I still would have to this day taken.
him over Zinchenko.
Yeah, I would take him over Zinchenko.
No. It's you know what it is. He's so intelligent. And like I said, I need more Argentinians at my club. You know what I mean? I need more because I feel like they play football.
They die.
They die on the pitch for you.
Like they literally they're happy to die there. Like they're happy to lose it.
There's only one person that wants to stay alive.
My family, they have money. That's how they talk. You know? My family, no problem. They have money. I can die.
I just didn't
That sounds like a Somali.
I know, but I can die. I can die.
In that moment, he thought he sounded so Argentinian there.
Hermano. My family good. They have money. I die. I die. But no, honestly, Argentinians, for me, I need more of them. McAllister, I would love to have him at the club.
What about, I don't know, what other players there are?
Romero will die on the pitch.
I remember, but I think Romero's at the wrong club. I just feel like Romero.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that one?
He's trying to.
Wait, Sars, are you sure about that one?
He's trying to go jail. Like he's trying to actually go jail.
No, he's just in a coma. He wakes up. He goes, "Shit, I'm back in this again. I have to go back. I have to try and die again." Romero. Brother, he's not happy to die. He's not happy. Romero's not happy to die. Martinez, he's like, you know, I'm risking my life. That's why him, Montiel, they picked him up and said, you know what?
Now I can't lie to you. Martinez gasses me so much, that I'm like, I really want to buy his jersey. I really want to buy his jersey. That's how much he gasses me up.
You want to buy his what?
I want to buy his jersey.
Oh, his jersey.
Yeah, that's how much he gasses me up.
One thing I hate about Martinez, though, this is the only thing I don't like about him. Get his skin fade, bro. It's literally one level.
Yeah, you don't care.
No.
That shows you,
bro.
That shows you.
That's the
narco serious. That's the
I don't want to hear
narco
Butcher.
haircut. You don't understand. He doesn't get
Narco
it.
trafficker, left winger does that as well,
brother.
Brazilian.
Narco traffico haircut. That is number one. Loco haircut.
What the butcher? That's the butcher
If you're
one.
loco, that's the trim you get. Man, don't get skin fade. Man, get down. Bowl on the head. Chuck. With a machete as well.
Yeah,
Ain't no one on razors and
that's the
blades.
butcher. That's the butcher of Amsterdam.
Real
Man.
favelas.
Yeah, that's true. Real.
I love those little clips where it's like the butcher of Amsterdam's here and it's just him getting flung around in the fight.
Nah, I can't lie to you though. He does have the craziest meme this year. We was discussing this.
Oh yeah, he showed his numbers.
I said, was it Virgil getting done by Perisic?
No. Virgil van Dijk.
There we go.
Virgil van Dijk. Ni hao. Yeah? Shanghai Shenhua. Yeah, that's the one we need. Shanghai.
Tianjin.
Yeah. What's the Tianjin? Evergrande. Yeah, but even that. I think that might be too much. I think Perth Glory might be too much. He needs to go China. Van Dijk.
He needs to go Sydney where Bay scored up.
Oh yeah,
That's it. Yeah, he needs to do meet and greet. He needs to lock it off.
They need to, They need to like Michael Jackson. They treat you like Michael Jackson, man. They treat you like Michael Jackson as well.
Just quickly on that United game, though, do you know who I want to shout out to? The Wolves goalkeeper was making his
Bentley was balling.
bro.
The Wolves keeper.
Bentley.
Oh,
He was quality, man.
Bruno, Anthony, Sancho,
Garnacho.
Garnacho, all big chances.
Yeah.
He was there every time.
Bro, I saw Bentley. I was like, "Where's Jose Sarr?" I was like, "I just see Bentley."
But Jose Sarr, he's had a shocking
Yeah, he's had a shock of the season.
But even, you know, the Bentley guy, the saves he was doing. I'm not saying it was crazy saves. He's parrying at the right spot.
Intelligent saves.
With his feet.
Yeah.
I said, who the hell is these
I can't lie.
English keepers or Welsh keepers?
Sancho and
come
Anthony should have
out?
had goals. They should have scored. They
And
should
he might
have
got Fraser
They should have got their
Well,
goals.
Garnacho is back from injury. He scored.
Oh, we missed him.
You missed him.
Garnacho, we missed him.
Just
I
that
can't lie
presence
to
of the bench.
Impacts.
Impacts.
That's the thing. See, one thing. It was funny because Man United we usually don't really have this
what has
in terms of like
Garnacho got?
injuries like that, where we've had so many people go in such a short space of time. Like Garnacho, we missed that impact off the bench. Obviously, we lost out on Varane and Martinez on the same game.
And
So
then
it's kind
Casemiro
of
suspension.
you know what I mean? So we missed so many key players, and I think that's what kind of affected our form. But now Garnacho, at least having Garnacho and Varane back, that's brings some sort of level
squad
of like.
Interesting.
sense of calmness.
So it affected your form, right?
Huh?
It affected your
It
form.
did affect our form.
Oh, your squad depth.
It did affect it. It did
No,
affect it.
forget that.
It
Yeah.
did affect it.
They heard Scott them.
They let it go. They were over
His
us.
ears started flaring up, not mine.
Listen.
Well, I want to ask about
Listen.
Scott. Let me ask you a question about Garnacho.
They're big already.
I'm gonna come back for you.
Come back to me.
I'll come back to you.
No, but Garnacho has he? I don't see the it factor with him.
What?
Has he got?
What?
Is he? No. Well,
I agree.
I'll be real with you. I think
What? If you know what's crazy? I promise you, bro. If they had Garnacho doing
I'm
what
not
Garnacho is
saying.
doing,
Well, you're not
they will be
listening.
screaming
Here we go.
best youngster in the world.
Why
saying he's a talented youngster,
I'm
but you're
saying,
saying
I'm saying, bro. I don't think anyone at Arsenal has the it factor, bro.
What is the it
I'm not
factor?
even Saka, Martinelli,
Define that,
young
of
bucks.
course.
What's the X
I'm
factor?
saying.
Vinny.
No, not necessarily because Vinny it took a while, but
it,
he's got
define it.
it now. He caught it late.
Oh, you
but
mean
I'm
the
saying
early
like,
it factor?
should I tell you, Greenwood, he was it for me. He was it factor.
I think Garnacho's got.
Foden,
But
it
Garnacho's
factor.
got what Greenwood's got in my opinion.
And
Garnacho gives me
Alexander-Arnold,
Janssen vibes.
it factor.
Are you
Those
talking-
three are the
yeah.
only ones where I'm like, I watched them at a young age and I'm going,
you could tell they're going
that
to be
guy in
world class.
3 years, it's gonna be crazy.
So you don't look at Garnacho and think like in 3-4 years time he's.
I just think, you know what I think? You know how you guys talk about loco? I just think Vavela's a guy that's happy that someone paid for his shoes, paid for his boots. He could just run. He's like that Receba guy.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
happy to play football. You know what's crazy? That's happy to.
Nah.
But he
found it disrespectful.
Spanish, but he just
Yeah, he just played Argentina.
He ain't got that loco, man.
No, he's
a Madrid City boy, man.
But he's
They got it from Real Madrid, I think. Atletico.
No, I'm saying he's gonna be a very, very good player. But I just don't see that. Obviously, I've seen Man United fans rave about it. Like you said, Arsenal fans.
You know how many
Saka and Martinelli as?
I see the fact. I think if you look at he started the season as a 17-year-old. Yeah, obviously he's turned 18 recently, but he started the season as a 17-year-old. He's already had big moments in his Man United career already.
Against Albert City.
Yeah, the Fulham winner. Do you know what I mean? He's had moments where that potentially could be the difference for us getting Champions League.
But that's different.
He's contributed heavily for us.
Are you comparing Januzaj?
He's had moments.
No, not necessarily Januzaj. I'm saying.
I think he's already better than Januzaj.
No, not quality race. I think Ganache is better than Januzaj. I'm saying in terms of that, that impact they had, and then all of a sudden they drop off. I'm saying is he seen it like that?
I'm saying 100% he has that fearless. I don't care who's in front of me.
I'll take you on.
Constantly.
Yeah.
The raw.
Pressure.
You saw
I'm
it.
not sweat to shoot.
You saw it against City when he came on against City.
If I can sweat against Bruno, if I see Bruno and I can sweat the ball,
Yeah.
I'd rather shoot. Because he's got one thing he's very good at, that front post finish. He's kind of.
I like this finish
I wouldn't
against
say perfected it, but
Yeah.
he's confident saying, F it. My only option is front post. I'm gonna go there.
You saw it though against City when he came on.
And
he
assisted the winner.
And you remember that's City, and he's coming at them saying, "I don't give a f- you guys are."
But that's difference. That's what I'm saying. I hear that. That's why I proposed the question. I said, has he got the it factor?
For me,
obviously you said yes. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But 100%, I give him that he's fearless. He's definitely fearless. For me, don't care.
He's raw.
That's
for me, fearless.
That is the part. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
for me, it's like a player who can make something out of nothing, has that fearlessness and self-belief
From such a young age.
But from such a young age, what I feel like happens sometimes is with the youngsters, they come in fearless like that, and then it almost gets coached out of them, or they the second
That's a very good point.
Start to understand how he plays. And
the maturity comes in. Yeah.
So for me, I want to see. All right, this was your season where you've shown us flashes. Can you put it together consistently?
Yeah,
now?
no, I
Do
hear
you
that.
still have that same vim and energy? Because I like that. You got the teeth and the hair and the baby's on the way. You've proposed. Life is going well now. I want to see how he reacts because it's all well and good idolizing Ronaldo and, doing the celebrations next to him.
Yeah.
The one thing Ronaldo did have was elite mentality. Any of the United players from back then, they talk about the work rate he had. So if he's got anything like that and that kind of fearlessness to go with it, for me, he's got the it factor.
Of course.
Sorry, I agree. Everything he said, literally, I agree with. And I just thought for me, it's like.
You're right about the coaching stuff.
The coaching stuff, yeah. When it comes to
that happened to Hudson.
That's crazy. I think he's got the right coach.
And that's what I believe.
I think he's got the right coach. I think Ten Hag said to him, "Look, when you go out there, I want you to play your football.
Play fearless.
I want you just to do what you do."
He's gonna be for him what Anthony was for him at Ajax, and I fear for Anthony at your club now.
I fear for Sancho as well. Anthony and Sancho. I fear for both
Sancho.
Sancho.
If I'm honest with you, I think you don't need to sell this summer. I think you don't need to sell this summer.
You're not ready to have that conversation there.
No. The reason why I say this year, 2 years
Another
now,
case.
2 years now. 2 years now, you haven't really been able to get much out of it.
Selling
Anthony, I understand. Second season, let's try.
Give him a chance.
Ahmad coming back in, who's going to be a project. You got Garnacho coming back, who's a project. There's no room for Sancho. I don't see where. And at this point, it's got to be coming from a place of we just want to get our money's worth back. For me, sell him if you can.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I don't know. I don't think a lot of United fans would be ready to admit that, but I would feel like
it's
and
different.
do you know what I think as well? I actually think it's the best for him as well.
Yeah.
I think if he leaves and starts somewhere else, because I think he's at the wrong club. I don't think he's ever going to succeed at United.
I think he's at the wrong league.
I would agree with that to an extent.
I don't think Premier League just suit. Dortmund. I read a lot of people say
Dortmund
you
for
can go
25,
Spain because
30
there's a
mil.
lot of technical, little 1-2s. I'm not saying obviously any player would work at Man City, but with that guy, like even if you were to go, if Sancho said that miraculously went to Man City, it would still take him a year or two to adapt. Yeah. So like you said, 100%. That's why I don't see it this league.
We had a quick analysis from Roddy Togo as well. He actually said, I think he's a United fan. I think Sancho's time at United is coming to an end with the emergence of Garnacho and Ahmad coming from back from loan. He just looks toothless in attack. He just looks. He's far too often a passenger in games, and Ten Hag is
I would
just
have said
something else.
okay. So the Wolves game, for example, here. Listen, Wolves game.
Listen to him.
Okay, I think Sancho played well in the Wolves game. Yeah, he was involved in the first goal. He had a good chance. He could have scored. He was a bit unlucky. The goalkeeper. I think he had a good game. I think what it is that when you compare, I think a lot of people expect a lot more out of Sancho, which is understandable because of the price that came in and the hype that he had, and obviously people were putting him up there with the Mbappes and.
He was averaging 15, 20 goal assists.
So I understand the expectation. I think sometimes though people can be a bit too harsh on him, especially with games. I think he played well against Wolves.
Yeah, no,
But a lot of people will tell you
Pepe was
he played well. He played well. I think he played.
Not that game.
But I'm saying like that's the thing. I feel like with people though, like obviously I understand we're in that era now where it's like goals and assists matters. Goals and assists. But it's like with Sancho, he has to hit the goals and he has to get those numbers.
Next season is his last season.
Because of the number, the money that we paid for somebody to come in and put that level of output. So even in games where you're playing well, it's not gonna cut it. You have to kind of have that output in order for people to say, you know what? Because look, like you said, you got Garnacho, you got Ahmad. Ahmad's doing ridiculously well.
He's not playing for Man United.
You know what I mean? And then you got Garnacho now, who's looking a bit more. He looks more dangerous than Sancho already.
Who's this?
Garnacho.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like obviously Anthony's kind of is Ten Hag's player. So
It's first season as well. So it's like
so it's like Sancho. It is worrying times for him, but I think maybe selling. I'm like on the fence. I'm not really 200% on the selling part.
The problem I feel like is if you don't sell him, he becomes a bigger problem. Because next season it becomes again, we need to find a role for Sancho. And it becomes a thing where I feel like those two new boys, Diallo and
Garnacho,
they could get affected by trying to shoehorn him in.
I don't think Diallo stays.
Even if
it's suppressed development.
Even if it's a loan away, go and go.
He might be in the Premier with Sunderland though.
Who? Oh yeah, true.
He might
That's
be
what I'm saying. But I'm saying I think you'll get a bigger.
Yeah.
I think you'll get a bigger move than Sunderland if they make the Prem. But I don't see Diallo staying at Man United. But go on.
We can finish off the Man United game there. We had an analysis from probably not a Sen as well, which is a Wolves fan. So we came into the game with nothing to play for and against the team who have to get a result to get one step closer to Europe. That being said, I felt that United played pretty poorly, but still got the result they needed. Garnacho ended the game off with a brilliant goal, and he's proven to be a really good player for Man United.
I was going to ask regarding the Garnacho situation.
Yeah, before we go into the next game, go on.
Obviously, we all know Rashford's got that left side on lock. Where can he play?
It's so crazy. We've been talking so much about wingers.
Where's Rashford?
Oh my god, I forgot about Rashford.
You're too many wingers.
Oh my god.
So maybe that's why he's pushing the Sancho one.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why he's pushing the Sancho narrative.
I don't know if Garnacho can translate on the right hand side.
It's worrying times for Sancho. I can't even lie to you.
No, he's done, bro.
Yeah, it's worrying times.
Maybe reinvent as a 10. Push Bruno to the 8. What have you been seeing the last couple of weeks?
Nah, I think in
they
the
were talking about deep lying Bruno. Give me some more of that.
I think Bruno, like, he's. By the way, I think he's had an amazing season.
Yeah,
I think he created the most chances.
It's been undermined, but I think he's had a very, very good season.
Box office as previous years, but it's more.
It's more complete, 100%. Because you know what is? He was one of those players where people were saying last season, like De Gea was saying, this guy's not going to be a 10-hour player. This guy can't. He loses the ball too much. He's adapted well. You play him 8, you play him 10, you play him in whatever pivot.
Him and Shaw.
And he's played I think his game's improved. His overall game's improved. Yeah, the numbers are not the same as he always, but he's less wasteful. He's more precise with his passes. And he just looks more. He just looks better, and you can see like he's making those.
He annoys me though. He just talks the referees.
I understand
every game.
You know what it is?
Every time I watch him,
he's hating.
anything that happens, a ref.
You know what it is?
No, that's fair. That's a good play.
He's a rat. I can't lie to you. He's a little rat.
He jars me when he does that.
But he's one of those players you rather have.
You need to have
him on his team than
play against them. That's a good point. That's a great point. It's like a Diego Costa, the back in the day.
Yeah, and I feel like he deserves a lot of credit, man. He's one of the first names on for team sheet. Every single week.
Has to be.
And it's for a reason, bro. I mean, yeah. So he deserves a lot of credit still.
Yeah, well, let's move on to another game. Let's move on to another game that's in the top 4 with you. Yeah. Leeds versus Newcastle. They played an entertaining 2-2. Yeah. One team fighting for relegation. One team fighting for top 4 still. I mean, they've got Liverpool behind them. Did any of you guys get a chance to watch it? It was early kickoff on Saturday.
What's Barcelona? What's with Barcelona and this academy where they just produce these bozos?
Firpo. I got some correspondence about Firpo still.
They produce the biggest bozos I've ever seen. You know, in Barcelona, like La Masia, you're either a great. Like you're ridiculous, or you're a bozo. There's no in between.
I don't think it's La Masia.
Where is he from? Is he from La Masia?
He went from. I feel like
they got away with that one. Then
let me see.
So where did Emerson Royal come from? Where did Julian? Where did these men come from?
From Betis. He's from Betis.
Firpo,
he's not even born in Spain.
Where's he from?
Brazilian.
Santo Domingo. I'm Dominican. I know that.
I know black. I'm Dominican. We know black.
Nah, you're right though, man.
Oh
Firpo
my
had
God.
absolute mad. He got
Oh
a red
my
card.
God.
He got a red card.
Mariano as well, yeah. Santo Domingo.
Listen, this is a point that well, Leeds would have rather won this game, and Newcastle would have rather won this game. Leeds are 18th right now with 1 point above the relegation zone.
Leeds should have bopped them.
Yes,
They should have bopped
Bamford missed the penalty.
Yeah,
Bamford, I heard, absolutely wasteful.
I think he left Leeds for a couple of weeks.
You think so?
Clear his head. Pagans might go, Leeds, you know how their fans are. They're marching on together, looking for him.
Yeah, do you think he's bottom 3 strikers in the Premier League?
I like
No.
I like his tech, man.
He's not. No.
Because I was just, I had a few shots.
Get carried away now.
I had a few shots. I had a few shots.
No, I'll tell you who is bottom 3.
It's the Everton player.
Definitely Everton player. Everton player.
Are we being fooled by
The
Bamford scoring
DCL.
17 goals behind
DCL.
closed doors? Are we being fooled by Bamford scoring 17 goals behind closed doors?
No, but do you know what it is, yeah? If you're talking
You see what I'm coming from, innit? You see what I'm coming from.
Behind closed doors.
The Leeds fan are sending
you're-
correspondence
okay,
saying
back
Bamford
in-
is wasteful, bro.
You're talking about bottom 3 strikers in the league?
Okay, maybe not bottom 3.
Come on, man.
Okay.
We're
He's
talking
bottom
one
5.
of the reasons why Leeds are down there. I'm looking at him, bro.
Yeah.
But then he was like injured for like parts of the
That's
season.
the thing about him. Like, I feel
He was
bad for him.
and like even last season he was injured for large parts of the season. Like when he was fit, he was scoring.
And when he has played,
It's that
he has not
DCL.
Yeah, recently of recent, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
No,
of
he's
recent,
been wasteful. But
Of recent,
the thing that separates Bamford from these bums is he can do when he's not scoring, he can offer something else.
Yeah.
There's certain strikers. I don't want to name names.
Go on.
Yeah.
What, any teams that they play for?
Everton.
West Ham.
Everton.
Oh yeah.
But he's having a good run.
Yeah, he's having a good-
but that's always happens with him.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest, both of them.
Oh yeah.
Black and white.
Black and white is crazy.
Those both. Of them.
Oh, Michael Jackson.
Oh, we got one.
He's coming in the Prem next year. I'm scared.
He's a disgrace.
Where-
Nah, he's not staying. He's not staying. He's
not
going back.
staying.
He's going back to
He's not
Besiktas,
staying.
man. He ain't coming back.
Oh,
He's going back to
Burnley.
Turkey.
His contract's at Burnley.
He's going back.
Oh.
No, but he's there. Even Burnley are not gonna
They're
have him.
showing us,
Burnley
they're
are telling
showing
him, yo, you got to skate back to Turkey. They're not telling him. They're not keeping him.
Imagine keep going back.
What, you think the football that company's playing? You think he wants Vegas? That guy, he's a disgrace.
There's a reason he said him on loan.
He's a disgrace.
I would've been-
His biggest highlight is him running across the pitch after them. That's it. How can that be your highlight? How can that be your
Yeah,
biggest
slow that
moment?
run was.
You running. You running to
slow
the
that
fans.
It was
That's
kinda quick
slow. No, you slow that run.
And I heard the fans would say, "Don't come here."
Nah, man.
The fans would tell you, "Don't come here, man.
Not that guy.
Go back." Don't tell him, "Cut, man. What are you doing? Why are you running to us?"
I
bro?"
genuinely think that.
man.
Go on.
Do you guys ever see? Obviously, this sounds crazy, but
I love the crazy ones.
Weghorst re-signing with United. I see Eric Ten Hag doing that.
Oh, impossible.
Dutch favour.
I'll be real with you, bro.
Okay, be honest. Is that sackable offense?
Huh? Oh, that's it.
Nah,
Then you know what it is?
that's
If he
a
does
big
that, I've lost faith in him.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is here? You don't even need to be a footballing man to understand that this brother does not belong at
There
Manchester
should be
United. football.
How about
There's nothing.
your summer transfer window starts? Sabitzer and Weghorst are made
Oh,
permanent.
no. Leo, if that happens, I can't lie to you. Next season written off.
And the
I'm not
hair,
even looking. I'm not even
the
looking to
hair
next season.
5-year contract starting.
Oh,
If that happens, the Haya new contract.
No, I think the hair. Yeah.
July 1st. Forget about it.
Forget about Man United, man.
Forget about
Forget about Man United. I'll be honest with you.
No, I'll get leaving on Weghorst. Somerset.
You have to. You never had it. You're gonna have to put Somerset. What do you guys think though? Leeds at 18th right now.
Okay, so they're going
1
down.
point.
Nah, they're
around the
done.
relegation.
They're done.
You're done.
Salama.
Bye.
Yeah, man.
Bye.
What's that?
Let's Leeds are bye-bye.
Bro, they had 3 managers, bro.
As a United
Most
fan,
likely.
you want them to be bye-bye.
No, I like seeing
I
There ain't no rivalry.
They're all right. We bop Leeds all the time. We bop them all the time.
So that's
For
6
me,
points
it's a
for
nice
you.
little 6 points. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. What do you?
The season.
This season, yeah. This
Oh,
season.
they
But
got
I'm saying regularly, we
Yeah.
bop them, bro. So,
I want to see Big Sam stay.
yeah.
Nah.
Fan
Tired
of
of Big Sam trying to.
He won't even stay
fight
next.
fights like
He
he's
won't
a
even stay till
superhero.
next season
You
anyway.
got West Brom relegated. Go and get a second one on your team. You have the balls to think you can come in 4 games in. Now this Sam
With
Allardyce
in
being the
2023 as
saviour
well.
has gone
In
too far.
2023 as
Allow
well.
it, man.
In 2023 as well.
You're pie.
They're saying 2020.
Come on, this ain't. Come on,
podcast or
man.
something,
Yeah, man. Jump on here. Jump on here.
Jump on
We'll
us,
have
yes.
him. We'll have him
Come.
in.
You and Lampard, come join.
No, that's your little lie.
Hey yo.
Leeds up last day of the season. Spurs.
Oh.
So all this talk, back it up.
Hey, I'm gonna hear this again.
You say all this stuff. I can't win.
It's written. It's written.
Because if we win that, we get Conference League. If we lose, Leeds go down. I'm like, yo, I don't want this to go.
Am I gonna hear this again?
Might be my cheeks this time.
Listen, man. it's weird though because Leeds are only 1 point from Everton. Everton looks like they kind of
You know
buy
the thing about Leeds as well, I don't know if it's the managers or whatever, but the amount of rotational changes they do. Like, Somerville was on fire, stopped playing. Notto, arguably their best player, stopped playing.
What happened to that Sinistera start of the season? Started on fire.
Yeah.
Bro, there's so many players.
Came in with some samba hips and then just... And he was, what, record signing when he came in as well?
Yeah.
Dominican.
Hey.
No, I'm joking. He's Colombian.
You know, with a name like that, no, you know, you could get me.
Oh my days. What a player, man.
Yeah, but also with Newcastle, they also dropped points in the top 4 race. They got like a demon behind them, man. You got a demon behind you.
It's Jason
I'm not
Tillman,
worried
bro.
about the demon, man. That's not even a demon.
He's behind you right now.
That's not a demon, man.
But there's one player
I'm not
that
scared of these guys, man.
you're not scared of them.
I'm not worried about them.
What does Fuzi sound like when about? But be honest with me, what does Fuzi sound like when he's behind you?
Fuzi's heavy.
What does Fuzi sound like?
Is that literally like that? He's a heavy breather though, man.
Sorry, audio listeners.
He asked what does Uzi sound like, man.
They're like, wait, Fuzi's not here.
That is accurate.
No, but you're right.
That is accurate. That is accurate though.
Is there no breathing he makes?
No, he just. That's the breathing he makes. Leave it. He's heavy breathing.
That's a jab of the heart. Don't kill me.
That was there when he must have been on the treadmill. He's even on those two. There's only those two.
You lot
Poor Fuzi.
You guys see
This one's top 4.
You guys see Newcastle dropping? Huh? These guys see Newcastle dropping.
Newcastle.
I don't see.
They're the same points as them, lot, bro.
Chabi Uju. Yeah. Don't let Fuzi come here and koala. Don't let him do that. Don't let him come on and koala.
I don't think Liverpool make top 4, honestly.
I don't honestly think they make top 4.
I don't think
Do you know what it is? They have to remember, yeah.
You think so?
Man United,
They're both 66
Man United and
points.
Newcastle need to win 2 out of the next 3 games, yeah.
And you got Chelsea.
And then
By the way,
Bournemouth
guys,
and,
by the way,
Fulham.
Newcastle next home game is Brighton
Brighton.
over home.
It's on Thursday. It's on Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday.
At home.
I think they win that though. I think they win
What does
that.
that matter?
The same Jason. Same
We're
Jason.
the tune.
Nah,
I think they win that, bro.
It's not
You've
as
seen them gutbusters in the
I
States.
think they win that one, bro. Trust me.
I respect it.
I think they win
But
that
I'm
one.
saying,
I think they win that one.
if it's a cheeky draw, it's kind of long.
Okay.
No, it's not even United. I'm saying Newcastle.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't care about that. He's like, as long as you like the safe, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, but you know what it is, yeah? The reason why I feel like if you need just 2 wins out of 3, and then you need to win your games as well, and then bear in mind Liverpool got to play Villa. Villa's not easy to beat.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like, they can't.
Newcastle got
You know,
Chelsea
Liverpool
away
can't even
and
Liverpool
Leicester,
can't even afford to draw.
Yeah.
Liverpool can't even afford to draw. So bear
But
in
in
mind,
recent
they have-
form though.
But
Yeah,
they're moving like City,
they're in form.
like blowing teams out, bro.
But Emery might have a plan for them.
Is it
might
at
have
the
a plan for
Anfield's
them.
at?
But then the club has a plan for them.
Don't think. Listen, let me tell you something about Liverpool. Daily goals.
That's Fuzi.
I ain't buying that one, G. Said Klopp has a plan for them. I just looked at him with dead face. Like,
He's got Trent.
You nearly killed yourself as well.
That's a plan. That's a plan.
Because you was like, don't worry about Anfield. And then you stopped yourself.
I stopped myself. I didn't want to.
You
know what?
Anfield,
Fuck.
don't even do that.
That's why I stopped. I don't want to do what he did. I don't want to even put that out there.
This is off topic.
I didn't want to put that out there.
This is off topic, by the way. But someone DM me saying, "Yo, you need to tell Leah to stop doing this stuff because the reason Saka's form has dropped off a hill is because he made a TikTok saying Saka is one of the best wingers in the whole world."
He did.
I say he's a great talent.
See, he jinxed it.
I need you to do one right now for Mohamed Salah.
And do one.
do
And Trent.
And Fuzi as well. Do one for
Weghorst as well.
I'm gonna start charging for this. you want curse today?
Hey, go back to listen to the future, man. But anyway, back to
I know that you're just gonna go.
Hey, my word on the street is
you're going.
Steve's favorite artist is Selena Gomez.
Word on the street.
That's the word on the street.
What's your merch on the table?
put your merch on the table, they say.
Yeah,
Put
listen.
my wood on the table. How about
Oh!
I'm gonna put my top 1%. I was in the top 1% Spotify listeners for Selena Gomez.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say OnlyFans though.
I wish, bro. Do you know how quick I'll be the first subscriber? I'm paying the bills, bro.
Mental.
It's my dream that bank statement going,
OF.
That is OF.
That is mental.
I'm like, Selena. But anyway, back.
Hey, this guy is disgusting. Oh, you are nasty.
Sometimes
You are
you
nasty.
need them nasty brothers. They want to sweat on the back.
Hey, this is
The whole thing.
Me and Ilias.
Ilias as well. Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh my
Ilias
god.
catch a stranger.
Bro, Ilias, no SS member wants him to date the daughter. So anyway.
Ilias had a page of cakey in his one.
Yeah, Tennessee, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, send that link, bro. Hey, yo, sorry. I meant to think that. I didn't mean to say that. Shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is what happens when you sit in the chat.
You get horny.
That's who sent the link. It's crazy. That's crazy,
man.
That is crazy.
What goes wrong when someone sits in the chat?
I told you,
crazy.
No, I meant to think that, not say
That is mental.
Hey,
Hey,
Elias.
that is mental.
Send him the link. You read my mind, bro. Hey, that Tennessee?
Hey, man.
Man, you know that Tennessee, man. Fresh, man. Fried chicken there, boy. Hey.
Let's go back to Leeds versus Newcastle. Come on,
my
guys.
God.
We've got to go talk about football, man. That's what everyone's tuned in. They want to hear our Premier League
Right.
roundup. So, Newcastle making top 4 for you.
Yeah.
And Leeds making relegation. Well, not making relegation, they're getting relegation.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go down to the wire, innit? I think most likely,
we
more
love
or not,
that.
they're gonna go down. I think they're gonna go
You know,
down.
Sky Sports want that, you know.
Yeah, of course they
Because
want
the title race is done.
Yeah.
They don't want top 4 to be done.
Yeah.
They're like, what are we doing now?
Yeah.
All right, we have some analysis by Harun Farah, he's a Leeds fan. But Bamford, I can't forgive because he misses way too many opportunities, especially against Leicester. You can't be missing those kind of chances. Firpo is the worst player in the league he's ever seen. And now that Southampton just got relegated, things are starting to feel real, but we're still very much in this. We also have analysis about Newcastle mod. Typical game of a good team with not much to play for, away to a lower team fighting relegation. They were aggressive early at home. Good play early by Leeds to go 1-0 up. A lot of stuff Eddie studied this summer if we're going to become an elite side.
What? Not much to ply for.
I think he's...
Risky.
Who said that?
That's our Newcastle mod.
He said not much to play for. Is he lost his mind?
He said we don't have much to play for, so we knew this game was going to go like that because Leeds have a lot to play for.
That's some nonsense, man.
Newcastle,
Yeah,
man.
I was
You
gonna
didn't-
say, bro, you're
I'm
on
not
the
really
same
trying to hit that
position.
one.
You're losing the
I'm not
boys
trying to
here,
hear that
man.
one, man. You,
Newcastle play next.
I told him.
Brighton.
Brighton, and then
all it is-
Leicester and then Chelsea.
on the last game.
Last day.
It's not even like they don't have to win or like for Liverpool, teams can just draw and it's there. The game's there,
I know
bro.
what you mean.
That's it.
I know what you mean.
Only thing that benefits Newcastle is their next 2 games at home,
Yeah.
and they're very good.
And,
at home.
and your last 3 games at home.
I
So.
lost 2 games at home.
But they're comfy unless they're bozo people. But
Bournemouth. If we beat Bournemouth, we've got.
Yeah, that's it, that's
if
it,
we,
that's it,
if we,
yeah. It's more the away
yeah,
fixture.
I'm confident. If we beat Bournemouth, we're done. We're good. We're good.
yeah, to be honest, I don't know if the next game is
The
Bournemouth.
next game is going
Next game
to
is Bournemouth.
Bournemouth
The next game,
survived.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth survived.
Oh,
Next
yeah,
game,
true.
Bournemouth. No, I'm talking about Leicester, Liverpool.
You're right. Bournemouth.
Oh my bad. No,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. The segue was what do you call it? Bournemouth.
Oh no, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
To,
That's
we're gonna go to a team that will be speaking about the whole time.
Yeah.
That's been chasing you guys and Newcastle.
Yeah.
Liverpool bopped Leicester today.
Yeah.
Let's start with the Leicester thing first.
I
That's pretty much.
haven't watched the
done.
game, so I'm not really gonna speak on it.
Yeah, but
I know. I know
but in terms of the table,
yeah.
that's Leicester pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
sad
you
to
see,
see.
you know, he's talking about.
That's what
big
he-
stuff.
You want to
trying to
save a
say
little
that.
segment
Yeah.
for them, right?
I just feel like this almost come to the end of an era for Leicester.
Sad,
And
man.
you could say it's sad, but the game is the game, as some would
Charge
say.
it.
And you look at the way they've recruited over the last few years, I just feel like it was almost like inevitable the way it's gone.
Yeah.
I think the rest of his soul, their owner, when he passed away, I felt like that was a real turning point in the club. I felt like, is it Dean Walsh, the
Smith.
Steve Walsh, the head of recruitment, when he left, that was also a turning point for the club. And I never feel like they really recovered from those two. If you look at some of the players they signed, Ghazal, Slimani, Bukhari Somare,
Mendy.
Algerians.
Mendy, Patson Daka, Castagne, has he really been all that? So there's so many signings there where I'm like, these guys have spent big bits of bread and it hasn't worked out for them.
Yeah,
and
the
where
recruitment has been-
previously, when they kind of did win that league, and the year after, we were saying, oh, look, Maddison, Tielemans, they've signed a few right pieces. And I felt like with every one they got right, there was one they got drastically wrong. And now it's just kind of a culmination of that. And I feel like sacking Brendan Rodgers, bringing Dean Smith in, thinking he's going to firefight.
And it's like Brendan Rodgers too late. It's just
A little bit too late.
I don't
but
even think so. I don't even think so,
personally,
yeah.
I would have stuck with him to the
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
And I
I
would have
think
just
he
said,
asked to cut down.
I think it was a mutual agreement.
Yeah,
but
I
like,
don't think. I don't think it was.
I think
But I
just-
think I
Do you think
would've
they
just-
did that
I
out of
would've
just like
trusted him.
courtesy, just say like, oh, by the way, it's a mutual agreement, but really it wasn't a courtesy. It's more like he got pushed out the door only because he won him an FA Cup, so he
They
has
had
that
to
kind
pay
of
him off
Yeah.
to some
That's what it
degree.
was,
So
It's
so-
crazy because the downfall was mad because they went from obviously 2 seasons back to back, finishing like almost finishing top 4, and only to fumble it both times in the last day. Winning the FA Cup, obviously getting a little
winning the Community Shield.
How did they level that up?
They didn't.
This year?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's all you brought in.
That's what I'm trying to say. So like they didn't really capitalize on that. So when they were up there, it was almost like they kind of just cruised. They were like kind of cruise control. They didn't really sort of elevate.
They don't realize you got to keep adding.
Because what's happening is everyone else around them is strengthening.
Yeah.
Whilst they're kind of like stagnated basically. Yeah. And obviously with Brendan Rodgers, it kind of almost aligned where it's kind of like they're stagnated. He's done what he's could. And that's why they've been in the position where they are now, where they're basically in like basic relegation.
And that was the thing.
Right?
Like
So
when
sad to see.
When they won that league title, you almost hoped it would propel them into that kind of stratosphere.
Top 4
kind of races. And you felt like the first year or two they were trying, but then at some point they kind of resigned and were like, we're happy for kind of best of the rest, if you like. And I feel like that's where they kind of started to go backwards a little bit over the last 2 years. But I think, listen, if you don't invest in your squad, you don't back your manager, especially in a moment when you're on an upward trajectory. Yeah. As a Tottenham fan, trust me, I've seen it. We didn't cash in on that upward trajectory. Guess what happens? The pits of hell and the abysses are waiting for you. So that's where they are now. So
yeah, I mean, no one could have really predicted like they're gonna be in that bad. Like obviously, maybe bottom half finish, like a bit like what West Ham right now. But it's relegation. It's embarrassing.
And I think
the quality they have is embarrassing.
I watched the pre-season predictions video that was Sharky, Rory, I think Faisal were in, and Rory even said Leicester kind of has that ability to where they could potentially flirt with relegation. He actually kind of predicted they could be in relegation fight this season. It's because he saw the summer transfer window. He's like, what are you giving me? Woot fires? Was that it?
Bro, they could have signed them, bro. They got rid of Kasper Schmeichel. Their heart, more or less their heart.
For 1 million.
For 1 million.
From, bro, like, I think with Leicester, they, like you guys have said earlier, they've tried to bank on big boy side. The Daka, I remember they spent bare money in one.
What happened to Ndidi?
Ndidi, man.
Ndidi was like he was a hot commodity. Like everyone wanted him. Like DM, man.
Top six.
Ndidi was what Palhinha is this season. Yeah, everyone says, he's a pure DM. He's got the most tackles, interceptions, breakups, and most presses in the final. In this,
I think that's what Ndidi was. Palhinha is better.
I agree, but that's what.
Palhinha is more older.
All those rankings in Europe as well. But as you said, the team falls away. Yeah. All of a sudden, I think he gets exposed a little bit because they need someone to play more on the ball in that first phase. He isn't really developing and progressing his game like that. Yeah. And as you said, too many of those big dud signings as they fail, you get the managerial decision wrong as well on top of that. It only leaves you
If Leicester,
I always feel like when it's hot, you got to go hot. They didn't.
If Leicester,
they're a paper team as well.
If Leicester, no, it's cool. If Leicester go down, do you see them coming back up straight away?
Yeah, they have the facility. They got the resources and the facilities to do so. I don't see why they can't.
Shall I tell you what the thing is?
Straight away, or you think you can stay? Like a jump straight away.
Again, you have to remember, bro. It depends on.
Man, they can get fleeced.
No, but even the manager now, D. Smith, I think he's good enough. I think he is a championship.
But how many players?
He's good enough to work with what he's got. Maybe bring in some new players that he probably feels like can help him achieve that. And I can see them doing exactly what Burnley did. Come back up straight.
But how many players are they losing?
Vardy will stay. Dewsbury Hall will probably be the midfielder.
But Tillemans is leaving. Madison's leaving. Harvey Barnes might leave.
Those big names will leave, but they will reinvest.
But you got to understand with that team as well, there is a lot of foreign players at the same time. They're not like not English kind of players. Like I said, the players.
So they wouldn't want to play their trade and championship.
Not even that, as in like the players that you said that leaving, that they're gonna offload. They're the best players, so they're the English ones. Like, but then you got like the Tete that just signed. I don't know if it's in his clause.
He's on loan, I believe.
Is he on loan?
So he's on loan.
Okay, that's not too bad. And like you said, the Ndidi's like they've got so
they'll need to offload a lot of big players.
Proven players. So like
they will need to offload. Like Ndidi will probably leave.
Jamie Vardy being 35.
Jamie
Vardy will stay. He'll retire.
Yeah, I'm gonna retire. Like, man done my job. Like, I'm not.
But if Leicester
let me leave on the high. As mad as it sounds, get relegated is mad, but let me just leave on the.
If Leicester get gutted like that, then can they come back so easily?
That's what I was thinking. You said when they come straight back up.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they can. I think they got.
But they're gonna get gutted. The way these guys talk, they're gonna get gutted.
But let's not go like that. Even if they get gutted, then they still can't sign. They're gonna make money from these.
Of course.
I think.
But their recruitment, like you said, hasn't been the best.
They will almost be the best team in the championship because you'll look at the size of their club. They've won a Premier League. And I always think players, there's always Players always want to go to a club where they can revive it, if that makes sense. And I always think that will be an exciting project.
100%.
So it won't be like a Sunderland, you don't see it.
Nah, where they capitulate. Those clubs
It's
that
too
usually
harsh,
the double relegation happen to is big financial problems. Leicester aren't in that.
Had a Jack Rodwell on like 150k still on the championship.
I reckon they'll sign a few elite championship, Alex Scott and them type of guys. They'll be like, yo, be part of our promotion pushback or whatever, because otherwise for him it's another season.
No, I really do want to see Leicester back in the Premier League as well.
And they'll probably use a lot of the players, the fringe players that not like that are like Hamza Childs. You probably come back. You probably might get him now running.
James
Leicester.
Justin come fully
James
back
Justin
in.
will be fit. Like he might use that season to like rebuild
back in.
do you know what I mean? So I could see even Harvey Barnes staying for. It sounds crazy, but
That's what I said. Villa.
But this is what I'm saying.
That's a good show.
It's crazy, but it's like almost like Ismail Assar with
Watford.
True. Ismail Assar's still there now, isn't he?
He's too good. He should not be playing in the championship.
Same with Danny Ward.
Why
He
is
shouldn't
he
be playing in the championship.
João Pedro, another example. He was too good for the championship. Why is he there? Do you know what I mean? It's like
Ismail Assar,
sometimes you might feel like, you know what, I can use this as sort of like to get my confidence, step up, and then maybe come back into the Premier League.
Maybe Harvey Barnes puts up one of them 20 and 20 seasons.
His boy, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Harvey Barniano.
He might be the Cristiano Ronaldo in the championship. He might be that guy. He might drop 42 goals in the championship next season.
But on the other side, Liverpool won 3-0. So like I said, they're hot on your trail right now. They're hot on the Newcastle trail.
Yeah.
Alexander Arnold,
assists.
free kick by the way. Salah's hat-trick of assists. Salah has now provided more Premier League assists than Paul Scholes. Salah has now provided more Premier League assists than Eden Hazard.
That's crazy.
No, I'll show you the stats. Look, how about this one? He's provided more assists than Eden Hazard, Mata, and Mesut Ozil.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I swear Eden Hazard has more man of matches than.
But all of them
That's true.
other man only spent spells here.
That's mad.
I can't lie, that's crazy.
I'm just reading the stats.
Crazy.
No, but the thing is,
Why is it when the Man United
I think you could probably say the same thing like Iniesta. Iniesta, like numbers of assists, not as
Yeah,
high as you
yeah,
think.
yeah.
You said you
True,
think
true,
it's
true,
more.
true.
They're more like sort of.
I'm not getting on to you. I'm just reading the
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I'm
So
just
it's
reading the stat.
like so. It's. I know he's nasty work, but I hear it.
Why is it
Nasty
fucking
work, but I hear it.
Using your power today, you
nasty
know.
work.
I'm watching you
closely. Nasty work, but I hear it.
Paul Scholes he's got 55. So he just showed me Eden Hazard has 62 man of the match awards. So his point before is like Eden Hazard has more man of the match awards than Paul Scholes has assists.
So
No,
What does that mean?
It was conversation. that
put
we
your
had.
Premier League medals on the table.
You're not scared of Liverpool, right?
You know what it is? If we get,
Are you more scared of Fulham than Liverpool?
I'm not actually not bro. I'm as crazy as I'm not actually not worried. It sounds mad, but I'm not worried. You know, for us, if we do our job, we're good.
Job done.
Good. I couldn't care less about Newcastle. Newcastle, if they want to fumble it, they can fumble it. But my team, I'm confident that they'll get the job done. We need 2 wins in 3 games. I think they'll do it.
Yeah. But you sure Fuizzi, man, he can be scary, man.
Fuizzi can do whatever he wants. Yeah, Fuizzi for me, he's just he's a little comedian. He's an act.
That's
He's
it,
the act.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He's the act.
True,
He's
true,
the act.
true,
You know what I mean? He's got to keep people entertained. That's part of the job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? That's what he needs to do.
It's
you know
his
what I mean?
comedy
Yeah,
factor.
It's a skit. It's a skit. It's a skit. It's a skit. The whole thing's a skit.
So wait, he's been doing skits since 2016.
Yeah, he showed me the
So he's
script.
still
He
doing
showed me the
skits.
script. He showed me the script.
Oh,
This is
okay.
what I'm gonna do. And then I don't
Did you
believe
get
it, but
Did you get
Did you get He even put that. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
I thought about.
I thought about tomorrow yesterday.
Yes, yeah.
You know, I'll be real. He's got the most.
Last.
He's got the most reused bars of what 2022.
It's circle. Comes in a box. God, shut up, man. Shut up, man. Shut up, man.
You know what?
You might have to
That
start. Hey.
You might have to start putting Fizzy and Shark in the same.
I
place.
think he does. I think he really does this before he comes to the SDS. I think he goes to Google and writes philosophical quote.
Philosophical quote.
Add that into the list.
Elias, another one.
Quotes.
Philosophical quotes.
And then he looks and he's actually, you know what? Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna use that this week.
If you can understand,
He does.
he doesn't.
There's no way he comes to that with the mind.
Christian wisdom.
Christian wisdom. Yes, that's what he uses.
Christian wisdom.
Wait, what's going on here? What's going on here? What did he say? What's happening here?
that?
I know something crazy was said. What was that?
No.
I was talking. Hassim was telling me like.
No, I didn't say that.
Hassim basically said it's autocorrect as well. As in the word philosophical. You know what he types in philosophical? See, the joke went over his. You laughed at the right time.
And then he didn't get you, man. He didn't get you. I didn't get you. He went over. I can't mind it. That's you lot's joke.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, Gazy. I can't.
I know that ain't who I think.
You gotta fight him after this episode.
When the camera's on.
You gotta punch him now. You gotta punch him.
The goats come calling, man. Look, we have an analysis by Femi as well. Finally, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Generally, there aren't enough superlative to describe just how good he is. The goal was just a cherry on the top. His performance today in both defensive and attacking positions was unbelievable. Analysis by Herr Casper is a Liverpool fan. Sad to see Leicester go, but it looks inevitable now. No one playing for the badge, rolled over too easily. I don't think D. Smith is the right manager for them. Hopefully, they can bounce back straight away. Well, listen, let's go on to another game.
Shout out Curtis Jones as well, man.
Oh, yeah, he had a good game as well before we move on to this game.
I know you love Curtis Jones still.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Last couple of weeks he's been playing well, to be fair.
It was with him as well, man.
I can't lie to you. I thought his time at Liverpool was done. He's actually
Same.
I thought his time at Liverpool was
Last couple
done.
of weeks, he's
I
just
saw
proved
Klopp.
himself.
I saw Klopp and I was like, why is he not trusting? Because obviously their midfield were bums.
Yeah,
So I was like, just give him a run of games to see what he can get out of
He
it.
was injured, I think, for a lot of the season. And then when he did become fit, now he's finally getting that run. I always thought, similarly, bro, give him a chance. He's
Bro,
your
it's nothing.
academy
You're not
graduate.
losing nothing, bro.
He's a 10 who can play in the 8 as well.
Yeah.
But for some
And
reason...
the one thing I hated about him at the start was he was playing him like a deeper role. When I was like you said, I'd rather him play close to the goal.
Like a 10. or
Yeah,
like a-
because he's got that striking ability. He's got that playing style where it works. He's that. You heard about him a couple of years ago being highly touted as one of the best, one of the England
He just-
camps and everything.
Yeah.
It was
He-
hard.
he's
Because you gotta
finally-
wait. At Liverpool, you got to wait your turn because they were on that winning streak where they're challenging for Champions League and titles. You're not gonna.
He's finally ready to realize his potential. That's
So
what.
yeah, 100%.
We can go to the next game. I don't know how this game took so long. I don't really want to speak about this game. Everton 0, Man City 3. Go on and you take it away.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was just in my room chilling. I heard Ilyas moaning. So from then I knew Man City either 1-0 or 2-0.
What's happening in the house?
Trying to keep it
What's happening in the house, man? What is happening in the house, man? Man, I'm moaning over Gundogan. Oh, so what's he moaning about?
I was in my room, bro. I just heard moaning. I just said, "Yo,
What kind of moaning?
Nah, I can't specify. Like Lehman said it before, but that's like, I'm not really.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
Hey, false accusations. False accusations.
Why are you bringing your brother down, man? Why are you bringing your brother down with you, man?
I was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was looking that way. He's been getting hit too much.
He was like, yo, let me give him one. False accusations.
Guys don't believe what you hear,
That
man.
is not true. That is
not true,
completely
man.
false.
It's
I
not
don't
true.
know what that brother moans like. I
Yeah,
don't know.
they don't know.
I don't know.
They don't know. Yeah. But I'm assuming you're talking about the Gundogan performance,
I would
right?
assume so. I didn't watch the game, mate.
Yeah, you didn't watch any of the game?
No, I watched the highlights.
No, he's on that scary run again. You know what I mean?
Carroll running, Gundogan.
He's on that
I'm not lying to
scary
you,
run again. Yeah.
Go
I
on.
was an idiot. I was a nut-ass. I was an arsehole.
Samba.
Why?
In my top 10 list, I didn't have Gundo.
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you did.
When was
Yeah.
what top 10 list?
Top
was
10
this?
Premier League
midfielders.
midfielders earlier in the season. He never had
So
Gundogan.
I
He had
didn't have
Xhaka.
Oh, is it? I can't remember. I can't remember.
I
I swear.
No. It's because he laughed.
Over Gundo. Did I have
No,
Gundo?
listen.
Yes, yeah.
I did, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
We need to get you examined.
I can't charge Xhaka for the
Do you-
season.
Man said he had Xhaka in the top 10 list of
Oh,
midfielders.
him. He has an obsession with
Before-
Xhaka. Do you know? Oh, he's got a serious obsession with Xhaka.
By the way, I won that fight as well.
What fight?
Oh, the Ruben
What fight?
Neves and Xhaka fight.
I won that with Lee, man. You know that.
I don't know, man. You put Ruben Neves in Arsenal, man. I don't know. He might cook. I don't know.
they same age as
You
well.
put Xhaka in Wolves.
Never still got time.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You know that move to Barca doesn't mean nothing nowadays.
I don't know.
Let's be real, bro. Let's be real.
Player for player, I
Bar for bar.
I don't know. I think I will still have Neves. I can't lie. That's just me though. That's just.
Would you have Gundogan over Xhaka in the list?
Yeah, any day of the week.
Huh?
Any day of the week.
Yeah, he said, yeah, he's a
Xhaka
Gundogan.
over.
Gundogan.
No, as in,
No. When we
my
first.
heart was
I said any day
Yeah,
of the week.
yeah,
Oh, my
yeah.
heart.
Arsenal, if Arsenal,
I thought you lost your mind there.
no, I'm not sick.
Yeah,
Arsenal, if they went for Gundogan now, I'd smile.
I
Yeah.
think we have to give Gundogan some flowers. Though.
No, we
Like,
do.
Where
Yeah.
do you lot?
Beautiful
He
footballer.
ranks kind of all time. I even think.
I think he pushes
Premier League, sorry,
Because
or
if
just
you-
all time?
Premier League, yeah. Because if you look at it, back end of the season, the last couple of seasons, he seems to be comes up clutch.
Yeah.
Consistency, I don't think you can question him.
No.
Big games, he seems to turn up. Internationally, he's done all right for Germany. Maybe it wasn't part of the World Cup winning squad.
He
but
wasn't,
I feel
he wasn't-
when
he
had
missed out on
even
injury,
when
yeah.
they were poor in the last one. I felt like he was one of the few players that was all right.
Yeah.
But I always feel like every tick or every box you have of Gundogan or question marks, he's ticked.
Play any role as well.
Can play any
6,
8, 10 is
6,
comfortable.
Like,
False 9 even. Put him striker. Put him striker.
Trust you the way he does as well. There's very few players he trusts like that.
Yeah.
But where do you kind of rank him? Is he top 10?
I think he touches around the top.
When we did,
Cams was like, he's top 10 for him.
when we did our top 10 Premier League midfielders, he didn't make the list, but he should have made the list. I don't think anyone had him.
But especially now, seeing this season,
That's right.
I think
the back end of this season,
he would make a top 10. I think.
Yeah.
You feel like this year, KDB, the keys has almost been taken off him a little bit. The last 2 years, I felt like a lot of the creativity was KDB, and even in the crunch time, it was like, hey, KDB ball, give it to him, everybody else getting the box.
How about this?
Now this season, it's been like, KDB, play shadow striker, take less of the ball. Gundogan, you're more of the
How about this?
Yeah,
let me give you a few players and you just say yes or no. Gerrard.
No.
I don't. Okay,
personally,
I
see
said
all the
top
names.
15.
I don't have him top.
Oh,
10.
15.
I said top
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm saying-
No, Liban said.
Okay,
I was just gonna give you players.
Flirting with top
when Cam was
I
making
think
the
he
case,
flirts. Like I said,
heard
I think he flirts with the top. But like for me, if somebody was to put,
If you're doing just 8
if
and
they
10s.
put him in top 10, if anyone right now put him in top 10, I wouldn't be mad at it. I'd be like, I understand it. I get it. Because if you look at him as a servant in the Premier League for Manchester City, the way he's performed, his ability, technical ability, his passing has always been crisp. He can play a variety of different. He gets goals. He comes up in a clutch moments.
now as well. So
Yeah.
leadership.
Yeah.
He has
it all.
everything.
He's got experience on
He's
FM.
got everything to. And you know what's so funny? Yeah, like we were this close to signing him. Imagine Man United. We were. I think the summer before he joined City, we were trying to sign him. And if for one reason or another, I can't remember what it was.
Towards
but
they selling it?
we didn't sign. Yeah, I think it might have been
And
an
this
interview.
is my other thing I was going to come to as well. It's one thing having all these boxes to tick, but when man has tore his ACL at Dortmund, you think, City aren't even going to get the same player.
Yeah.
Pep is still saying, bring me Gundo.
Yeah.
Then he tears his ACL again.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is
finished.
finished. He's never going to be the same.
Transfer flop.
And he comes back and is twice
the player he was. Yeah.
That's when I'm like, yo,
You have to give him credit.
mentally even. What he's doing there is different class, bro. So that's why when Cam made that case for like top 10, I was like,
Yeah, he has the
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
He
I
has
hear it.
He
He has
has
a
that case.
solid case.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if he doesn't leave this season, it can only get stronger. And I hope he stays another year. I know there's talks of
I think
maybe
Barca,
he
innit?
might leave. For what though?
Yeah, why would you go?
What? You could Champions League, Premier League, be a City legend. Like, there's nothing.
He's
you
won.
stand to gain
He's
from
won the
Barca
Bundesliga,
like
right?
Yeah, bad Dortmund.
He won the Bundesliga. He's won the Premier League. Maybe he wants to go and maybe win the Liga.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
three different countries
If they
I've
win the
dominated.
Champions League, maybe go out on a high. I've won the treble. I'm the captain.
I'm going
I
Barca
hear it.
now. I'm gonna win La Liga
I
there.
didn't even say Barca.
Just 3 different countries I
I
can
don't think
dominate.
he'll
in.
go Barca, man.
Just go Arabs and go
be
collect your
Barca have
paycheck.
crazy pull. Barca have crazy pull because even the financial mess they're in, I don't know why all these players still want to go there. Like, they're not gonna pay you.
Bro,
not
I'm
even
saying
You're gonna be
guys
playing for free.
Kessie ain't
You're gonna be
getting
playing
on
for
the
free.
pitch. I'm saying
What you got there? They're making you.
Gavi, where's he gonna play?
It's mad.
Where's he gonna play as well?
Gondo.
Yeah.
He gets in there.
Hadri, Gavi, Frankie, Kessie.
Kessie's leaving.
Yeah,
Kessie.
Kessie's leaving.
Kessie's
What, you
leaving,
gonna take his place on the bench? You're better off staying at City.
Yeah, I can't lie to you. It's City, but if City,
Win the treble.
let's say Guardiola says, you know what, I want to shake. He does that again. I want to shake. If does that again, then I hear it. Arsenal probably makes the most sense because they probably play the closest style of football. Too, and he might be that leader.
Another sloppy second from City.
It's not a sloppy second though. This one's
How many
different.
more sloppy
No,
seconds?
but
This guy's so next to it.
Gundo's the only one where I'm like, I'll look at that and be like, that's a winner. Like that
was a driver.
That's a real winner. Like not the Jesus and the.
That's a driver.
How did he get such a-
He knows how to actually change and gear. Do you know what I mean? He can fix the tires if there's a problem.
get it.
Like he could do them things. Like he's got them skills. He's got them skills. Yeah. They check out them man. They check out them man. They just hold the door. They just hold the door. Ding. That's it. Ding. This brother actually fixes. He's the engineer. He fixes the actual bus. Do you know what I mean? He actually. So yeah. Do you know what I mean? So
I don't know how we call strays there.
no,
I
but
don't happen there.
I'm saying Gundo for me is like he might be that sort of midfielder or sort of that presence that they sort of need in the changing room. In that changing room.
But I don't think.
If Shaka
Well,
leaves as well this summer,
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to.
That's a perfect
Right.
replacement. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say you will. I'm just saying hypothetical. This is all hypothetical.
No, 100%.
anyway.
and I
So,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
Pep now.
That's what I'm saying.
Celtic.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think
I
last
was
summer
done.
was the
Last summer,
last
yeah.
like,
He's like, "You're little
I'm
bros."
gonna help you,
Yeah,
my boy.
wait, that's it.
Now
No,
it's like,
no,
you're on,
and
you try to come for me this year.
Yeah, no.
I'm a Smithereenie.
But is he not leaving? No, he's actually got a year left.
think it's a
innit?
free.
I think he
Is it
should
not?
stay one more.
Has he
year.
got a free year, or is he leaving on free this summer?
One more year.
One more year.
So see out that year.
Yeah.
Even if you win the Champions League,
And
you
he win the
should
treble this
stay out.
season. Damn.
2
man.
goals
Yeah.
and an assist in that game, though. I mean, his fingerprints all over it.
No, of course,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
of
That
course.
was a good little
City,
show.
City, we can congratulate them now
Yeah.
to say that the next
Can we just talk
Premier
about
League.
that goal though? Can we,
No, you guys as well.
yeah. Can we just,
You guys
can we just
can
mention that
quickly.
goal though? The one where he controls it on his knee and then hits it like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
no.
Someone said that was the better
Bro.
Bergkamp's goal.
Nah, chill out. Chill out. I still think Beckham's goal is a fluke, but that's a conversation for another day. That's a conversation for another day. That is a conversation for another day. That goal.
That hot take sucked the air out of the room.
That on there, I don't know about that goal, man. To this day, I don't believe. You know what? I feel like he improvised, but I don't think he meant to hit it around my man.
Okay, now that's different.
That's Gundo. Gundo improvised.
Improvised. I hear it.
I improvised. I don't think he meant that touch to go around my man. But
No,
he
no, no,
improvised.
no, no, no,
I don't
no,
think he meant
no,
that touch to go around.
no, no,
I think he's the ball's hit and he's gone there, and then he's okay, cool. Let me turn around. Then he kind of he's
If a Man United
improvised.
player scored that goal, man.
No, because you know what?
I
I've
think
seen
that
him
was-
improvise
man.
against Argentina.
Yeah, where
on
the-
some
yeah,
nutty
like-
thing.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
Bergkamp can do that. His brain,
Yeah.
Iceman, cool.
No, I think you know this is what I think. As the balls come to him, I don't think he's meant to kick it around my man. I think the touch he tried to do wasn't intended to go around my man. But then once he's noticed the ball's gone that way, then he's made the most.
So you
of
didn't
it.
scan his shoulder and then see the guy behind him say, "Let me try this."
Nah.
Oh no, man!
Do you know how difficult that is? Nah.
That's
Of
what I'm
course.
saying. I'm not joking.
Of course
with
it's
you. After
difficult.
seeing that goal, I tried to replicate.
Someone
that.
did that. Someone-
and I was like,
Do you know what that reminds me
It
of?
works.
Yeah.
Like when you flick it with the inside, it does spin back this way. I was like,
You know what reminds me of?
Genius.
Remember
Exactly.
Dele Alli's goal against United
which one?
when the balls come down.
Oh yeah.
Again, I don't think he meant that, but he's improvised. He's improvised.
Any non-Man United goals?
I don't think.
I think they improvised it.
I don't think, yeah, but it's true. Though. A lot.
It's true though.
Because you know, technicality, like technical ability, also improvisation comes under
yeah,
technical
yeah.
ability.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes you like Gundogan. I know Gundogan for a fact he didn't intend to be like okay, but it's kind of like
I'ma do that
he
madness,
had
yeah.
to.
Yeah,
He-
yeah.
he didn't have a choice, so it's like
Yeah.
in that moment, every split second. So you're like, okay, ball's coming, it's hit my thigh now. Okay, I can't turn and shoot with my left. The only option I know is to hit on that. So all of this is happening in seconds, milliseconds, and he's done that.
Is that Ozil's goal against Ludogorets?
What do you mean?
The Ozil's goal against Ludogorets, where he chipped over the goalkeeper.
No. That's not improvisation.
Palace.
That's not improvisation.
Jude against Palace.
Yeah, that's not improvisation.
That is improvisation.
No.
He was
That's
gonna
not
strike first time.
That's him.
Still
That's
two plays.
skill. That's skill. That's
That's tech.
pure.
Okay,
that's
what
pure
did you say?
tech.
Giroud against Crystal Palace.
Which one? The Scorpion.
Yeah.
Dele Alli?
Scorpion. Is it Scorpion?
Yeah. Mkhitaryan versus.
Dele Alli versus.
Again, that's not.
I think he
Dele-
made up on
That's
the
skill.
spot. I think
Yeah,
he made up on the
may-
spot.
may- potentially as well.
Berbatov
Potentially
as well,
as well.
innit? Yeah.
Potentially as well. No, but
You look
yeah.
tired.
But you know, even
Look
scorpion
tired.
kick it's so
Don't worry,
low.
we're done.
And when you do a scorpion kick, it's more 9 times improvisation because when the ball's coming, you're noticing that the ball's coming behind you, and you're like, okay, I have no other option. I have to just swing my leg at it.
Yeah,
so it's kind of it's still a skill, it's still technical ability, but it's like it's
Maybe
improvisation.
we save that for our hot takes episode.
That's a hot take. That's for another time.
Okay,
yeah,
cool,
that's
cool.
another.
But
time,
listen,
yeah.
City.
I know, man. I'm not gonna. I'm set about that one. Yeah,
City-
I'm telling you, I don't know, man.
but Man City have all but officially confirmed their three-peat. We should have analysis from Wahid, City fan.
Ain't nobody come for that one.
No,
Ain't no one coming for
no.
that one.
You was asking for it the whole
I was
season.
hoping to get them to
I'd
clap.
rather
Messel's clapping,
I'd rather
but
that than you lot with it. No parade for you, man. I'd rather have that.
Yeah,
why not, man?
This guy was
Yeah,
finishing,
oh,
like,
bro.
holding the man shit,
No,
sir.
man, bro,
Man
you know-
City shirt, and he
listen,
said,
It's Man
you know
City,
what,
though.
the
It's shitty, though.
four-
Of these, man.
Especially you, because you live in North London. The thought of you in your house hearing the noise outside and then man just partying and trashing out the street, bro. For me, mentally, I can't.
And
even
Ampiano as well.
What's this?
I'm a piano's crazy, huh?
What's this? Is it like him living in North
No, I'm
London?
saying that. But if you lot had the parade,
Yeah.
are you trying to make a address or something?
You know what's killing me? You know he ain't lived in North London, Yonkers.
Let's hear it.
I'm not paying wit. I'm not paying wit. I'm saying
This guy tried to give my full address last night, so no.
Oh shit!
Cut out.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Nah, I moved out of North a minute ago. We moved out of the ghetto. We bougie now, baby.
No, but you get one point. You get one point.
I get your point. No.
Get one point.
These men are insufferable.
Yeah, they're insufferable.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
But we had analysis by Wahid, who's a City fan. He said Treble is 4 wins away. Before the goals, Everton was very decent, but once again, Gundo sets up and deaded the game. We cannot replace Gundo and Bernardo. 5 titles in 6 years. Wow. Also, Man City will win the Premier League title if they beat Chelsea at home on May 21st. That's pretty much a given. For the 5th time under Pep, Man City have won 11 consecutive Premier League games, and Guardiola has won more games against Sean Dyche than any other manager in his career.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a crazy game.
5-0 at Burnley, man. It was nasty. And it was always one of those games where he's like,
What's that meant to be?
we respect him, we
He
respect
just,
him.
I thought it was a fly. Well, like if you saw my face, I was like this.
What was that meant to be? though?
He's like clapping him up. He's like clapping him up. He's slapping him up.
Slapping him up, yeah.
What do you think?
Why did you go like this?
Yeah, why did you go like that? I don't know. I thought that action is like it's different.
That action is
What's that? What's that?
Now,
Action?
when you do it this way, it's different.
Are you talking from experience?
I'm just asking you.
You took from experience, though.
You did that.
But
that's
experience looks sounds
it.
crazy.
No,
though.
I don't know. I'm just imitating what you're
First,
doing.
Ilias moaning out this. There's still experience going on.
Chill out.
So listen, Chelsea 2-2 against Nottingham Forest. It was an important win for Forest. We had 2 analysis. We had a correspondent from Forest fan, Forrest Gump.
Oh yeah, I liked it.
Forrest
Yeah.
Gump. What team do you think he supports?
Who?
Forrest Gump.
It's gotta be Forest.
Nice one. I was just testing you there. Game started with us on top, and we got a goal. Great header. Great header.
I always tell you supply teacher, man. Chill out.
Why is he whispering on his breath for? Like, man, chill up, man. Speak to the chest, bro. Great header from Taiwo, but Mendy put no praise on himself. Horrible goalkeeper, didn't decide what he wanted to do. We didn't really get a sniff of goal again to half time, with Chelsea keeping the ball over for most of it despite not scoring. And quick analysis by CFC Cass. Chelsea fan overall was better offensively than defensively this game, which is a big surprise. Mendy's probably going to be sold. Criminal that Madrid didn't get a single minute. So both correspondents said Mendy.
Mendy's finished. Mendy's time at Chelsea's done.
But Renedy said he's top 10 African players of all time.
Yeah, but Renedy has Renedy. We did right now a montage of all his howlers. It's ridiculous.
Why is it always keepers?
And his keepers as
keepers,
well.
man.
Both
Yeah,
keepers, Melier, Mendy.
Crazy.
There's so many. He's had
Yeah,
so many stinkers, man. Yeah, but
That
Mendy.
was- do you know he needs a slap on the back of the head as well?
Yeah, he does.
He does.
But I don't lie, Mendy. Yeah, time's over,
Them
man.
2 goals, though, he dunked on him crazy. I just feel like.
Yeah.
Was it Awani?
I want you, yeah.
The first one, he was sandwiched between 2 Chelsea man. Mendy still come out. He said, "Hold that."
Yeah.
The second one was it back post just sitting at that.
Just
Yeah.
waiting.
As well, I think Sterling had a big game.
Yeah,
Yes,
very
yes,
good.
he did. He did. He did.
Very
He
good
needed
game
that.
as
He
well.
needed
I
that for his
feel
confidence.
like
Yeah.
Got a nice
confidence
finish
as
as
well.
well.
Yeah.
Side net on the right hand side.
That's what I felt like both goals were almost like vintage Sterling finishes.
City's, yeah.
Find your space in the box, coming in at the back post, and then the second one was like that, the little swivel of the hips,
Yeah.
top back,
Yeah.
and then back post. I was
Yeah.
like,
A lot of people were saying as well, a lot of credit goes to Lewis Hall's attacking display. Like obviously, we know how Chilwell is going forward. He knows how to score a goal, but getting involved in play, finding that short pass into the pockets, he ain't really got that in this game. Whereas Lewis Hall, I feel like he's like a midfielder that's playing left back.
Yeah.
He
does
hasn't
that
been
very
seen
well.
since he made his debut as well.
Yeah.
For like 2 or 3 games, he was
It
starting
was a
game
Po-
in, game out.
It was Potter game.
Yeah. To teach Cucurella a lesson, basically. And then since then, it was like, all right, you're
By the way, the
experienced,
player
so
you were thinking of last time, you said the player from Getafe, right?
It was Cucurella.
It was Cucurella,
Yeah, I remember they were telling me in the comments.
But listen, Nottingham Forest are 3 points adrift of the drop zone. They've got 2 games left. Have they pretty much secured it? It's pretty much theirs to lose.
Yeah, it's theirs to lose again. It's like Man United, isn't it? With the top 4.
That's true. It's true.
Theirs to
They
lose.
still got to
so-
play.
yeah.
Who they got to play next?
Let's quickly check.
Bro, I don't expect Leeds or Leicester to win a game.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's like one of those ones. Like Liverpool are trying to say they're behind you, but they have to win every game. So you guys are more thinking. Nottingham Forest, the next game is against us, and then Palace away.
Ooh,
And
Palace away ain't easy.
Palace on fire.
It
right now.
ain't easy.
They're on fire right now.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy,
I'm
man.
not gonna lie to you, that's the guy. Are we going to the Palace game now?
We can if you want.
Yeah, no, that's the guy. He deserves his flowers, man.
Go on,
Roy
speak to
Hodgson. He was in bed just chilling, sipping, whatever it is.
I said yak.
It had to be waved, bro. I don't know what it is because he retired, bro. He came back. I remember he had a stint at Watford, got them relegated, and said, "You know what?
Yeah,
I'm
but that was an impossible job. When
it was Watford.
I don't know why
There's
they
no
did
point.
that to him. I don't know why they did that to him, man.
Cruel, man.
Bro,
That was cruel.
Poor guy, man.
Bro,
That was torture method right there.
he went back.
Elderly
He went,
people
he, went,
cruelty.
You got a nice pay out of it, though.
100% he had to.
Yeah.
he went back home, South London. I didn't think. I thought Pat Vieira was the reason. It's there for like the players thought that Pat Vieira couldn't succeed, but from the looks of it, man.
Yeah, I mean they had a pretty much comfortable 2-0 doing at home at Bournemouth.
Eze for England?
Yes.
Yeah,
Deservedly.
yeah,
100%.
At
Deservedly.
one point, he was in the squad, and then obviously
He
before
had the
the big
ACL.
injury.
Yeah. Was it ACL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
ACL,
I feel like end of last season, he did similar thing that he's doing now.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost identical. Yeah.
And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, is it when the
Yeah.
season kind of fizzles out and there's
He starts
nothing
to
on the
start
line?
shining.
Because
He's not
isn't there
shining?
Nations League coming back up
I
again?
will say this season overall, he has been more
He's
consistent.
got 10
Yeah.
plus
Sure.
10 goals.
Yeah,
10 goals.
yeah.
Double digits, yeah.
Yeah, but I think now the form he's in at the moment, he should get an England call up.
Yeah,
I like
100%.
him in the
I
England
agree.
squad.
I would go even further, man. I'll say start.
No.
Nah,
Don't go too
that's where you go
because
too
guys
far,
like Madison and all these guys are not even getting called up.
The thing about Eze that offers completely different to anyone. His playing style, not this. I haven't seen that in England.
You're talking about Southgate. He ain't trying to see that.
I know. I hear that.
He ain't
Brother,
trying to see that.
that conversation, I've been trying to.
That's another hot takes episode.
Yeah, bro. Him and De Gea.
Nah,
was
you know
next
Brothers
to
with
each
dreads.
Him and who? Him and De Gea.
Eze could be one of those important players off the bench. You know, sometimes you need certain players to come on, give a bit of a
Impact
spark,
sub.
impact sub, and he's got that.
Does he have a top 6 move in him?
other. Still young.
I think he's good at where he's
Not
at
yet.
right
not
now.
yet. Not
I
yet.
think he could
go
do like
Spurs.
a.
You know,
He could go Spurs, have fun.
You know the one who is ready for the top 6 move though.
Not at least.
Elise.
No.
Michael
Elise.
Why?
That
Why
boy-
are you not agreeing with that?
that boy-
But
is the
I
truth.
really like him. I really like
the
him.
truth.
He's a very intelligent player. You
Very
don't really get
intelligent.
that much
Yeah,
from
yeah.
these
Bro,
players.
when was the last time you saw a 6 foot something winger that was that quick?
And technical as well.
I don't
Technically
know.
like
6
that.
foot.
And the
Technical
thing is
as
as
well,
well, I'm
yeah.
like, bro, this guy is still raw. He's still got I feel like another 4 or 5 kilos to fill out.
How old is he? He's like
could
20,
be a
20, 21.
Yeah, see?
Bro, he could be a demon. Is my
Yeah, sure.
I know. This week I was hearing he's linked with PSG.
PSG, yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
I
so he's
think-
getting those links
I
already.
think that is a dream move. Champions League, go win your titles, go beat Mbappe's little buddy. That's how you worm your way into the French squad.
True.
Bro, I think he's the one. If I'm looking at if any of them are ready for a top 6, Zaha, Eze, and Elise, he is the one I'm looking at.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like 50-50. I think potentially, yeah, he could. I think he could do that move now, or I feel like be the star
One more year.
be that star,
Yeah.
get that,
Be the main man
I
there.
get that as well.
and then
Be the main man for the new manager.
Yes, and then him and both of them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then from next season, get
see
that
the truth.
Then we'll see the
all
truth, and
about
then get that
the
move.
issue
in.
I think they will have then if both of them ball out next season, let's say
Yeah.
under a new manager,
Yeah.
they won't let both go in the summer.
Of course,
Yeah.
And I
It's too
feel
much
like
for them.
having if they lose Zaha this summer as well,
Yeah.
I think at least they can say if we cash in on Olise like 60 million or something
Yeah.
like that, cool.
Possibly,
At least we
yeah.
got Eze and we can build around
around
him.
him.
Well,
True,
they brought
true,
a
true,
South
true,
London boy
true,
as
true,
well.
True.
Who's that?
And that's
They
what
bought
I
another guy.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
they
makes
signed
sense.
that-
That would make sense ultimately.
Who's the
yeah,
kid?
yeah.
Who's the kid? Sorry.
I forgot his name. They signed that. Is it Swansea? They signed him from.
Oh
Boy.
no, Derby,
Yeah.
Derby,
Derby, yeah.
Derby County.
And
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
highly touted as well.
he's
yeah.
a-
He's a striker
Another
though.
one.
He went on loan to Hull this year. He didn't quite make it this year at Crystal Palace.
What's
wow.
No, we was
there's
talking
You know
about
what's
next
crazy?
season, as in
You know what's
like-
crazy? He had a choice between Crystal Palace and Man United,
He chose Palace.
and he chose Palace.
Is it?
This year he'll be starting right now for Man United.
Swear.
Yeah.
Would've, yeah.
He had an offer on the table from Man United at Crystal Palace, yeah, and he said, you know what, I don't like the look of Man United right now. I'm gonna go with Crystal Palace. I think I'll start there.
Wait,
And-
you
and
you
he-
say
that-
you will start with you guys?
He will start right now. Bro.
I don't know. if
We
he
wouldn't
would.
even. I don't think we would
I
even
don't
sign.
know.
Start at what
He'd
position?
be playing a lot more.
A lot more than.
Wait,
he-
wait, what
position?
position?
Start what position?
Striker.
No, he plays in the attack.
Yeah,
He's a winger,
No,
bro,
but
more than a striker,
but he's a winger, but that can play. He plays like for Wayne Rooney. He's playing down central. Like he was literally playing central. So yeah, but it's.
I'm not as mad as
Even so,
as
let's say, okay,
Palace.
even so, he's a winger. Yeah, I think he would have got a lot more game time with United than he has done right now with Palace.
He went on loan to Hull because he wasn't playing.
Oh, it's crazy. You know, it's obviously Crystal Palace probably gave him more guarantees to say, you know what, we'll start you.
Ready
But
pathway.
the way our season has gone, it's like he would have probably got. more minutes with us.
it still wouldn't have been right, me personally, because now, like you said, next season,
Zaha's leaving, there's a gap there.
Mateta, they're probably all cutting out, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna have that. He's gonna get it. No, he's not gonna
Yeah.
be given the keys, but like you said, the
He'll
runs
get
that he wants,
opportunities.
he'll get opportunities.
Yeah.
Imagine now.
Potentially, but if Zaha leaves now, then yeah, he's
'Cause
got
now
a chance.
imagine-
New manager might come in and be like, you know what,
Yeah.
we'll give you a run and see what you
They're
can do.
only right because they're gonna
Yeah.
be their squad's gonna be so depleted. But then now you look at Man
Yeah.
United, if they make top four or when they make top four, he ain't sniffing, bro. He'll play Carling
I
Cups
think
here and
it
there.
depends though. If
FA
you
Cups.
impress enough, you could.
Yeah, you can stake your claim. Yeah.
Impress enough. you
Yeah.
get-
Then
get
if
it.
he had you lot signed him, would you let have seen Garnacho this year?
True. It's
Everything
That's what
happens
it
for a
is.
reason.
Yeah,
man.
it's
Well,
so true. It's
you
true.
you earlier in the pod you were talking about Bournemouth. You wanted to speak about like Bournemouth are finally safe and. didn't you
Oh
say
yeah,
something?
no, yeah. Bournemouth finally, obviously, secured not the secured Premier League football.
Oh, yeah.
And because we was talking about the fight about who's still left and who's not, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
It's pretty
obviously
much Forest Leeds. Forest
Yeah.
kind of.
Forest
There's
Leeds
more
and
Leeds.
Everton.
Yeah, Forest Leeds Everton.
Yeah,
And I've got-
Leicester, if you still, they're still
Leicester as
technically in
well,
it.
yeah.
Southampton obviously relegated as well.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth lost 2-0.
Yeah,
But
It's
Bournemouth-
safety though.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm very happy for them, especially Gary O'Neill, man. He deserved all the flowers. Scott Parker came in there going,
Faisal in the last episode wasn't willing to give him his flowers.
No, 100. Deserve.
Yeah.
But I can't lie.
Do you know Real Madrid
I agree
fans?
with Faisal in the sense of like he's not mad. He's not mad.
No, that graphic he tried to use, I'm sorry, ain't no one buying that. No one realistically.
No one realistically
pushing the Gary.
No one was pushing that narrative. It's true.
Honorable mention, give him a tip of the hat. But I think, as you said, deserves massive
Voices in
credit.
his head is real though. Yeah,
Randy Orton.
You're right. There's voices.
Do you know what it is? I think if you roll Real Madrid top, there's voices in your head.
Maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
Not my head though.
No head.
I know it's smart. I know it's big.
Faisal
but
not trying to give Gary.
I'd be proud of you, though.
He said he's not giving Gary no feel like.
This is me in my head.
Bournemouth.
I'm in my hater arc right now.
He wants to give Bournemouth a C for the season. For his
You
season.
know what I mean? I had to represent.
Hey.
I was saying Faisal wanted to give Bournemouth a C for their season.
Oh,
See, he lost his mind, man.
you know the difference
lost his
between
mind.
Bournemouth that separates from the Leicesters, Leeds. They've got an identity. They know how to play. Gary Neville. That's the one thing I was surprised with Gary Neville. He got him to play his kind of football, and it's nice. It's fluid, like. And now all he has to do is implement his plays. We saw it in the January transfer. He brought in Otaro. He brought in the other kid. I think he brought 3 man. I forgot the names. Yeah. I think there was like a left back. I forgot his name, and another winger. And they've all meshed in very well. And then, like you said, got billing to play well. Solanke started firing towards the end.
I love their tweet as well. They say the shithousery of their tweet.
Yeah,
it was amazing. Man. I was like, "Oh, you guys shall say we're going down. We're not going down."
I even had them. I think I even had them.
I had them going down. I'll be wrong. We had quick analysis from Austin CBFC. Said great result, all 3 points. Bournemouth overall made it very easy for us to controlled and dominated the game for the 490. Bournemouth fan Dan IDC DM11. Our worst performance since Palace at home. As good as Vigna is, he can't defend. We have to play him as a wing back. Lerma got punched in the face, and we still remain the only team in the Premier League this season to not be awarded the penalty. Bournemouth have not been awarded the penalty this season.
Somebody else got punched, and they've got Haaland.
Haaland.
Oh, come on, Pickford punched him, man. Pickford literally punched him.
Brentford 2-0 against West Ham. Analysis by Keenan Lowe is a Brentford fan. And Buemo showing improvement on his end product. Wisa grabbing another goal. Ben moving assist. And Riley leading.
By the way, we need to have a conversation about this, bro.
Just a quick one. Just a quick one. Just a quick ending. And Raya leading another impressive defensive performance. What's not to like?
Yeah.
Hey.
And a quick one before. And a quick one before you say something. 55 Hems is a West Ham fan said, I'm mainly looking forward to the second leg in the Conference League. Hopefully we can get through that.
That's all they got. That's all they're basically waiting. They're playing for. Yeah.
So what was the point of Wisa?
No, I was just saying Wisa. That guy has a serious knack for goals, man.
He's Chicharito, bro.
I heard something else.
Whether that's a good one. That's actually a good comparison.
I'll be real. Yeah, I had something else, but keep going.
What did I say?
He has a serious knack for goals.
Yeah.
So continue.
What did I say?
Me and him heard.
I had a serious nut for goal.
That's what I didn't say nut. Pause. I didn't say nut.
He does have that as well.
I didn't say that. He does have that.
The allegations today is crazy. Elias moaning.
Crazy allegations. No, I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
No.
I didn't say nut.
He's got a knack. He's got a knack
for goals. But whether it be off the bench or whether he's starting, he just seems to know how to get in the right. Like he said, Chicharito's actually a very good example because I feel like he knows how to get in the right places, in the right time. And bro, like every time I watch, I feel like every time I've watched Brentford, he scored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
his name's just there.
His name's just there, bro. Like it's wild.
It's weird because you look at him. It's like I want to see him through a 90-minute game, and then you're like, nah, I don't really want to see him. But then last 10 minutes, you're like, nah, I don't want to see that guy.
But listen, Brentford got a 2-0 win. West Ham. Do you guys see them going for the Conference League? Do you guys see them winning the Conference League? Sorry.
Ooh, West Ham.
Yeah,
bro. All the teams that are left in it.
They got your boys.
Fiorentina, they're beatable.
They're beatable, but I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion. West Ham are going to.
Of course not.
It's a mentality thing as well.
West Ham in their hands. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. I think can they mentally get over semi-final last year, for example? Then when you get to the final, your first ever European trophy. That ain't easy. Sometimes you got to lose.
The pressure can get to you.
Sometimes you got to lose before you win, if that makes sense.
True.
So I don't know. It could get to them. But I think that's where their head is at.
This
game,
no
West Ham player turned up.
We're just going to rest our players. We'll just
and the Alkmaar team, they're not pushovers as well because that same thing happened against Lazio. They beat Lazio like 4-1 at home.
Yeah,
they lost 2-1, but
they lose 2-1 away. Lazio are
the
second best team in the
Serie A. I don't know if you watched our recent episode, but Faisal absolutely butchered your team's name, so apologies for that. He said AC Akmar. But we got the final game. Southampton lost 2-0 at home to Fulham. That's basically Southampton are done in the Premier League. 11 years.
Bro, you know how you talk about
Romeo Lavia! Bring them!
Bella Kocha.
Who would you? Yeah, man, it's a Bella Kocha.
I'm here.
Who would you take? Who would you actually take?
James
Bella
Ward.
Kocha, centre back. Yeah.
I'd even take a look at Bazoon. So knowing
The
Lloris
goalkeeper?
is leaving,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
goalkeeper
Yeah,
is
yeah,
young,
yeah.
I'll take a look at him.
Yeah.
Prowse.
Prowse,
taking
number
a
one.
look at
Why
him.
you laughing? Why you laughing?
Listen.
I know Southampton are not looking at Tottenham going, you know what? You're giving me money, man.
Yeah. Oh, we're coming with a pro boy offer.
We're giving you Harry Winks in exchange for Ward-Prowse, possibly.
Apparently he's doing well at
Doing well. Hi. You ain't watching Sampdoria. You're casual, man. You ain't watching no Sampdoria. That's what they do.
I know this guy is the fakest football hipster I think I've ever seen. He's a fake football hipster.
Where's Sampdoria in the league right now?
Doesn't matter.
I couldn't tell you that.
There you go.
Care about the team.
They're bottom of the league.
Oh, there you go. My God.
That's how I know.
What do you say? Harry to do well for Sampdoria.
But Harry Winks is the best of a bad bunch. That's what you're trying to say.
I tell you now. You know what?
There you go. Ward-Prowse from Syria. Is that what you meant?
Yeah. Listen.
I like
He's a fake football hipster right now. Yeah, fake
accusing
football hipster. Man keeps talking about that same brother, man. Coup Meister, whatever. Coup Meister, whatever that game.
You know what?
Frankenstein, whatever that name is, bro. Moonstein. Moonwalk.
Well, this guy's
Alfie Moon.
Alfie Moon.
He just screamed it.
I don't know why I'm shouting it, but it reminds me of you.
I've never heard that guy in my life.
Alfie Moon is Alfie Moon from EastEnders.
EastEnders.
He's never watched it.
The bartender.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
come on, man. This guy, it's gotta be ahead, man.
He didn't know until 2 weeks ago.
Brother, you said the other day, I actually did not know who he was. You're actually right. And the other day, he put some other, you said, yeah, watch out, this guy's the future. I go with this, bro, listen, I go with the guy's profile. He's 25 years old.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
25 years old. How can you be the future at 25 years old?
Best one, beginning of the season, he said Adam Webster, next big thing, and he's 26.
He's 27.
That's me, I'm trying to help you out.
27.
This guy's a fake hipsters, man.
Hey, we need to get that watch checked.
I'm looking at what?
This guy's a fake hipster, man. You know, he plays Ultimate Team, he sees these players, and yeah, this guy looks good.
Blue cards around.
Yeah, this guy looks good.
He's trying to throw Alfie jokes at me.
Oh, he's trying to go to you.
What's the other guy saying? That the guy from Benfica you was raving about? The DM? The black.
Florentino. Luis Florentino.
There you go. Another one.
No, he's good though. Voila.
You watch him?
I watched a couple games. Voila.
A couple games.
I'm not gonna watch League or
I could look good. I could look good for a couple games for Benfica. I could look good.
You can't, bro.
I could look good. I could look good.
For Benfica?
For Benfica, I could look good.
Benfica.
One game. If I play one game, I might look good.
Benfica.
You know what I mean? I might quality and make you think I'm a baller.
Benfica.
You know what I mean?
Club, man.
I might quality. I might quality.
Are we doing that? Do you guys want to see SDS 5-a-side?
We've tried that before. We don't want that.
No.
No.
It means everyone on SDS on the.
It's like our own private.
Yeah. No, against each other.
I thought you meant start the league.
No. Us against each other.
Against each other. Do you guys want to see that?
I wouldn't mind starting the league again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind starting the league again, but I know.
That's a headache, man.
No. But I'm saying like all the SDS members, we get together 5v5.
I don't mind charity games.
Mersk can film it. So yeah.
He's deep. He said you don't get enough to kick with the man.
You don't want to kick ball, lie. Say yes if you.
Don't disrespect him though. I can't lie to you. Qatar, he was moving crazy.
Because you had no shoes on.
Oh, he was moving crazy. He was moving crazy.
Because you had no shoes on, bro.
Huh?
What? So
But he was playing well.
No shoes.
But he was playing well though.
Yeah, well, like,
Yeah, but he was playing well though.
Sweating.
I can't lie to you. He was balling out Qatar, man. Hey. Yeah, he was moving different. I don't know if it's the Qatar air. I don't know if it's the air. Hey. He was balling.
But listen, that's it for Southampton. Fulham's best points total in the Premier League season. Need one win from their final 2 games to set a new personal best. And Southampton been relegated. So Fulham, they've had a pretty good season.
Very good season.
Very good season.
Best ever season. I wonder.
Oh, in terms of points.
Probably like Roy Hodgson, Brad Hangland.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Hangland era.
I want to
Probably
see.
also Martial.
Zoltan
Martial. Is it Martial era, right?
Maybe. Well, it could be one of the other.
Martin era, they were down there. They were just floating.
Well, they played Europa League.
When was Lewis Zaha there again? Was he not Martial?
Zaha was there 03.
03 or 4. Yeah.
for Roy Hodgson to have Europa League football, that means
they were doing well.
They were doing well that season before.
Oh, but Bobby Zamora era when there was a European League. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
But listen, that's the end of our PR roundup. Thank you guys for sticking along. Don't worry, the next PR roundup, Sharky will be back. He's back next month. Huh?
Sure, want him back.
I desperately want him back. I desperately want him back. Listen, you're not going to be in the call sheets for next game. Bye, guys.